Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the Murray versus Etcheverry match in Basel. This is a second round match in Basel. Let me get that countdown music up. But yeah, Murray versus Etcheverry. Match just about to get started. All right, what's up, everybody? Let's see who we got in here. What's up? It's Anthony here for QualityShot Tennis. Hopefully, you guys are. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. So I think that countdown music's still going. Gonna try to get that fixed up. All right, we got the stream started off here. So Murray forehand inside out. Good shot. There you go. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here in the chat. Hey, what's up, Mike? How's it going? What's up, Hattie? What's up, MJ? Hola. What up? What up? That's it. Don't forget to like, guys. Don't forget to subscribe as well. All right, 15 all here. Murray serving. Etcheverry on the return. Like I said, second round match here. Murray won his first match against Hoffman. It was a really long straight sets match for Murray. He got the win in 2 hours and 20 minutes. It was a 7-5, 6-3 scoreline, which is the longest kind of match time you'll ever see for a scoreline like that. Two pretty simple straight sets, but very long match. About 10 minutes per game if we give the match time per game. 30-15 here for Murray. Etcheverry is currently 32nd in the world. Yeah, he's had a career high of 30th in the world, 24 years old. He's had a complete breakout season this year. He's won 27 of his 31 match wins, career match wins have come this year. So that's kind of a stat about Etcheverry. So he's really broken through in a big way this year. His highlight of his season has been on the clay at Roland Garros quarterfinals. The clay courts is his strong suit. Coming into this event, he had lost his last 3 matches. He lost in the first round of Tokyo to Machizuki, who of course was playing great, beat Fritz, got to the semifinals. But yeah, this is kind of what the matchup is here. Kick serve to the backhand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray to the backhand of Etcheverry, backhand Murray. That goes out from Etcheverry, 40-15. 40-15. Etcheverry just had a good window. He beat Sebastian Korda in the first round. So which is a great win for Thomas. Hey, what's up, Cedric? Good to have you in here as well. What's up, Ashley? Good to have you in here as well. Appreciate everybody joining in. 40-15 here for Andy. Serve Murray into the backhand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray into the backhand of Etcheverry, backhand Murray to the backhand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray, again inside out to that ad side, backhand to the backhand of Etcheverry, backhand rally, backhand, big backhand. Etcheverry extends on that shot, big shot, 40-30. 40-30, good shot from Etcheverry. Etcheverry hit a lot of winners against Sebastian Korda. He had 43 winners against Sebastian Korda. I mean, listen, some guys a little bit as clay quarters. That doesn't mean they don't have big games. This guy can hit big shots when he wants to, but Murray's got to play solid. He's got to play his game. Hope for some errors from Etcheverry, but these are both mentally solid competitors on the court. It could be a long battle. I wouldn't be surprised. Backhand, forehand Murray. That's in the net. Deuce. Kind of a bad error from Murray. Deuce here. Serve out wide to the forehand of Etcheverry. Forehand to Murray to the forehand of Etcheverry. Backhand Murray to the backhand of Etcheverry. Backhand Murray to the backhand slice of Etcheverry. Forehand Murray steps in. Forehand of Etcheverry. That's a good shot. Forehand of Murray down the line. Backhand Etcheverry to the backhand of Murray. Some good rallies. Neither guy dictating so far. Forehand to the backhand of Etcheverry. Slice. Backhand Murray down the middle. Forehand cross court to the forehand of Murray. Backhand down the line. Nobody really taking the advantage here. Forehand slice. Both guys feeling each other out. Drop shot. Murray runs. Oh, he gets there. It's a volley put away from Etcheverry. Etcheverry has a break point the first game. Advantage to advantage Etcheverry. Like, let's hope Murray can get an early break. Yeah, well, Etcheverry's kind of come for that spot. Nori getting whooped. Nori has been Nori match going as predicted. Yeah, Nori has not been feeling it since about Indian Wells. He has not been a top 20 player. He's barely looked like a top 40 player, which is unfortunate because he played a great tournament in, where was it, Rio? Barcelona beat Alcaraz in the final. With Wimbledon points, he would have been like number 7 or 8 in the world for a long time there. But since Indian Wells, it just hasn't really been there for Nori at all. Second serve here for Murray. All right, come on, Murray. Let's see what you can do. Etcheverry served really well against Korda too, so Murray doesn't want to go down a break. Second serve. Serve. Murray into the forehand of Etcheverry. Forehand Murray to the backhand of Etcheverry. Forehand Murray. Drop shot. That's a terrible drop shot. Etcheverry there. No time. Murray doesn't even guess right. He lobs though. That goes out. That was a bad kind of. Murray had the lead. Completely gave it up. The bad drop shot there. He had a bad forehand to the middle of the net to go down to deuce. Just a couple errors from Murray's side. Etcheverry wasn't doing anything special either. He was playing well, but he's mostly just playing solid. The errors started coming from Murray's racket. Don't know if he got tight or what. But Etcheverry served 71% of first serves in against Sebastian Korda in his first round match and won 68% of first serve points. So he's been serving well. It's going to be Murray is one of the best returners of the last 25 years. So he could get the break back. He'll have 5 chances. What's up, everybody in the chat? Ashley, Cedric. Hey, what's up, Maynor? How are you? I'm doing well. How are you? How's it going? How's it going? We're here for the Murray match. We're here for Murray. I'm always here for a Murray match. I love the Murray matches, especially in 2023 where they're long and ridiculous, and he saves 5 match points and finds the win. That's what we're here for. We're here for Murray taking the scenic route and playing 90-minute long sets and still finding the win in vintage Murray style. That's what we're here for as a community of people. 1-0 for Etcheverry. Love. Serve down the line, backhand Murray into the forehand of Etcheverry. It's a good winner, inside out. 15 love. Like I was saying earlier, Etcheverry is in his breakthrough season. That's where he's at. He won 27 of his 31 career victories this year. He's 31-41 in his career, which means before this year, he's 27-25 on the season. So if I could do some quick math, that means before the season started, I believe that means he was 4-16 in his career. So really picked up the season. 30 love for Etcheverry. Yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. We're watching the Murray match in Basel. Always a good time. Always a good time, Mike. Oh no, Andy. Yeah, just some bad errors to get through that, to lose that game in the first game. I'm working. Yeah, that's cool. You can listen to me in the background. That's a good way of doing this. That's how I usually do it when I listen to like a podcast or like a live stream. I usually just use that as background, so that's cool. Andy, get back in there. That's it. Andy's strong. He can do it. He can do it. I could pasta with scallops and burst tomatoes. Nice. It's a good meal. I may stay for a bit for the smash. Love me my Murray. Yeah. MJ, stick around. Stick around. We're gonna have a good time. Hope we're gonna have a good time watching Murray. Etcheverry, though, has gone to a quick lead after Murray, I believe, led 40-15 in the first game, which is not a good sign. Start off here early for Murray. Forehand volley put away from Etcheverry, 2-0. Listen, I was really impressed by Etcheverry at Roland Garros. As a player and as a person, I was quite impressed with him because, well, first of all, he lost his sister earlier in the year or last year. His sister died, which is one of the most like kind of inconceivable tragedies. And he was saying throughout that tournament, I'm playing for her, and saying I know she'd want me to win, and using that as strength, which is really kind of applaudable. As he seems like a very nice person, and yeah, he got to the quarterfinals there, played very well, high level 4-set match against Zverev in that quarterfinal. So yeah, and I was really impressed by his game. I don't know, just very solid from the back of the court, very effective kind of game. Seems very smart on the court. Good backhand. I was quite impressed by him. So I don't think it's going to be an easy task for. Don't think it's going to be an easy task for Murray. Love 15. Serve, forehand, Murray into the backhand. That's very backhand. Murray down line. It's in the net again. Love 30. Not a good start. Not a good start for the Brit. Gene, hey, what's up, Gene? I'm cheering for Etcheverry. Okay, no, that's cool too. I like both these guys. Whoever you're rooting for is fine. Etcheverry, like I said, very impressive player, young player, breaking out to the scene. I'm expecting him to do some big things on clay in the future, and specifically, somebody in the crowd, big come on, Andy, 1530. Andy is a fan favorite. I feel like, listen, a lot of people on social media are like Murray should retire, Andy should retire, honestly, but if I think he's only gaining more and more fans around the world for the fact that he's still competing. Like he's becoming such a fan favorite. Like I can say that I don't think this was that big. I don't think it was that big of a thing back in the day. I feel like he was underappreciated back in the day. I always felt like that. I liked Murray from the start. I said it on the Hoffman stream, but I was like, he's not the flashiest guy, but he's so talented and fun to watch. Leaves his emotions on the court. I feel like he was never appreciated. I feel like now people are starting to appreciate him, which they should. 30-all. Backhand the net from Etcheverry. Murray will have 4 more chances to get the break back. Maynor, I'm team Anthony. I appreciate that. Hattie and I are rooting for Andy. Yeah, I think the chat is definitely a Murray chat. Cedric Muzza time. That's it. Yeah, I'm rooting Andy. I want to see Andy. Andy has a chance for a run here. I'll tell you who they play. Well, it's kind of a tough draw on paper, but might have a chance in this tournament. Forehand drop shot. Murray run. That's a great drop shot. Ooh, Murray gets under it, but it's in the net. A break point for Etcheverry. Yeah, 2 break points. The winner of this match plays the winner of Runa and Sebastian Baez, who's won 3 titles this year. So that could be a tough match. It'll be a tough match whoever wins. But listen, Runa's not really in his best form. Murray always picks up to whenever he's playing a top level guy. I feel like he raises his level a bit. I don't know. I don't think that's an impossible match for Murray to do something in. I really don't. Runa's lost like 8 of his last 10 matches or something. And if Baez wins, I absolutely think Murray can beat Baez. But first, he has to beat Etcheverry. Etcheverry is good practice for Baez, if that is what happens. But we'll see how it all pans out. Big serve down the line, down the tee. That goes out from Etcheverry. Deuce. Come on, Murray. Double break would have been pretty much over in this set, potentially. Deuce. Great serve down to tee. Great serve down the tee, slicing away from Etcheverry. Deuce. I'm anti-Murray, just to let you know. That's fine, too. I mean, we all have our different favorites. That's fine. I am for Andy though. Advantage to Murray. I like both these guys. Let's go Murray. Advantage. Lexi, Andy. What's up? Hey, Anthony, my little fans. What's up, Lexi? Good to have you in here. Was so much fun being a Murray fan during his peak. Yeah, when he picked up during 2016, I was so excited. That was like, listen, no, that whole season was crazy. Novak had the biggest lead between number one and number two, and Murray somehow closed the gap by the end of 2016. I mean, if he did it in 2017, that would have been different, but he literally gained number one on the last match of the season, final of ATP finals. That was crazy. Played an amazing semifinal against Raonic in the semifinals, too. Forehand Murray into the forehand of Etcheverry, backhand Murray to the backhand of Etcheverry. That's a big backhand cross court. That's what I'm talking about. Etcheverry from the back of the court. He loves, I don't know, very impressive. He can hit very impressive. He's got to be playing well if he beat Korda in the last match. I was going to say, Etcheverry hasn't beaten a top 100 guy before this tournament since Kitzbühel. Kitzbühel started at the end of July. So basically, since the end of July, Etcheverry hadn't beaten a top 100 opponent. So he's not really been in amazing form, but he beat Korda in the first round playing well. Backhand slice, that goes wide. Advantage to Murray. He's got to just hang in there. Gene hates Andy because he beat Novak. That's fair. Yeah, I know Anthony Sinner won. Boo. Lexi, I knew you were rooting Shelton in that match, but I was excited for Yannick. I wasn't commentating, but I was yelling at the TV from my with the cameras off. I was excited for Yannick. 7-6, 7-5 revenge. Advantage. Serve forehand, the backhand. Murray cross court, backhand, that's in the net. Or is that out from Andy? It was out from Andy. Called out. He's asking for a replay. Deuce. Out by a millimeter. If even that. That's one of the closest I've ever seen. A quarter of a millimeter. I mean, that is... It was even hard to tell when they showed it, whether it was in or out. Deuce. That's one of the closest ones I've ever seen. Deuce. Serve. Out wide. Forehand volley. Etcheverry gets under it somehow. Smash, put away. He's got to get to 2-1. He can't go down double break. If he's just down a break, he's still definitely got a big shot in the set. Down just a break, he's got a big shot in the set. That backhand that Murray missed was just out by so little. It's a game of millimeters. Cedric knowing Andy's jumping up and down in his costume. Advantage to Murray. Serve. Backhand. Just stays in. Backhand slice. Etcheverry has a drop shot. It's too good. Murray can't get there at deuce. Lexi, no, it's not because of that. Different reasons. That's fair. Yeah, some people don't like him. It's all good. Mike, great win for Yannick. Yeah, he looked good too. Really clutched up. I think he held at 15 to serve it out. Really solid. I just love how he looks from the back of the court, hitting well. Clutched up in the tiebreaker too. Went up 5-0 in the first set tiebreaker. Sinner was looking good. I mean, not always moving to his best, but he looked good. I'd watch out for Sinner big time in Paris and ATP finals if he's healthy and not too tired for it, honestly. Goes out from Etcheverry, advantage to Murray. Sinner's already had a hell of a season, and he's going to feel that confidence coming off of that Beijing victory. I mean, he won like 2 matches in Shanghai, lost to Shelton in a tight 3-setter. That's not going to pay on his mind too much. He's riding off that Beijing win. Especially if he has a good run in Vienna, I would definitely watch out for him in Paris and ATP finals. Advantage Murray. Come on, it's got to be right here. Serve into the forehand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray. The backhand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray. The forehand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray. Cross court into the forehand of Etcheverry. It's in the net. 1-2. Murray still has a big chance in this set. Don't count him out yet, even the set. If he went down to double break, it would have gotten dicey, but he's got a chance to break back for sure. Etcheverry has improved on other surfaces away from clay. Yes, for sure. I mean, I think he really liked clay because it suits his style, kind of grinding from the back of the court. But yeah, I think that he really likes it when he has a lot of time on his shots, especially the forehand side, to really set up the points. But I think now he's kind of found it on hard courts too, found his rhythm, his range. This is really his first full season where he's really getting a lot of ATP victories. It's 27-25 on the season, 35-27, including challenger tournaments, 27-25 in ATP wins. That's incredibly impressive, considering he only had 4 ATP wins total before this year started. So Etcheverry has had an underrated 2023, no doubt about it. And people point to his Roland Garros quarterfinal and that he deserves it, but for him getting that many wins throughout the season, even with not a whole lot of deep runs or finals or titles, I don't think he's had ever won a single title, but even without that, the fact that he's gotten so many wins is impressive in its own right. So I would watch out for Etcheverry in the next 2 years, especially on clay, but yeah, the other surfaces too. Love center, but when he comes to the net, looks like he's gonna get hit with the ball. Looks scared. I mean, that's fair, I guess. He's definitely got to improve up at the net. But that's fair. All right, 2-1 here for Etcheverry. Let's see what Murray can do. I have a feeling he's gonna at least get break points in one of these next 2 or 3 service games from Etcheverry. Serve. Etcheverry. Out wide. Forehand to the backhand of Etcheverry. Etcheverry comes to net. Backhand. Volley. Murray runs. That's a good forehand pass. So Murray can do. So Murray's been known for it throughout his whole career. He loves the not just lateral movement, but moving up and down in the court. And when he gets there, he just knows exactly what to do with the forehand. I mean, it's one thing to have the speed to get to the ball, but he just constantly is hitting passing shot winners from those kind of positions. He envisions it in his head exactly what he needs to do when he gets there, and then it's amazing what he does when he does get there. Love 15. Serve. Backhand of Murray. Backhand Etcheverry. The backhand of Murray. Backhand of Etcheverry. The backhand of Murray. Backhand slice. Forehand of Murray. Backhand slice. The backhand slice of Murray. Backhand slice. Etcheverry comes in. Murray backhands in the net. 15 all. Etcheverry doing just enough. Solid. Manor, I really want Hubie to qualify. Yeah, Hubie would be crazy. Hubie would be like Rune last year. Rune won in Paris. I think he was outside top 20, top 15 in the race. He won in Paris, and then out of nowhere, he got to the top 10 in the world and qualified for Turin. Alcaraz pulled out, Nadal pulled out. It's like that. Back and way out from Etcheverry. Yeah, Rune won Paris, got to number 10 in the world, and then 2 players pulled out. He got in. That would be like Hurkacz. Hurkacz just sneaks his way in. Yeah, there are a few players I'd watch out for because it looks like Rune, Fritz, Ruud, they have no desire to get there. I would love to see Casper do it, to be honest, because he's gotten to a major final this year, and I think he is a player that's going to be in the top 10 for a long time, personally. Although I know a lot of people disagree with me on that, but that's my personal opinion on Casper. At least top 15. And I'd love to see him do it and prove a lot of people wrong. Semifinals of Rome as well. He won a title earlier in the season. Not a good season, especially for his standards, but I'd love to see him have a good run at the end here. Maybe even win a 500. Win in Basel. But we'll see what happens. But that would be my hope. That would be my wish. But Demon or Paul, If Rude doesn't step up, if Runa doesn't step up, then listen, there are going to be guys waiting there like Hurkacz that are going to step up. And Hurkacz almost made it to the final of Canada, or what was it? Final of Cincinnati. Almost beat Alcaraz in Cincinnati. He had 2 close matches 2 weeks in a row against Alcaraz, where he lost to Alcaraz, and he was up a set against Alcaraz in one of those events. So yeah, Hurkacz would deserve it. He's one of the best competitors, underrated shot maker and talent on the court, good hand skills, and obviously an unbelievable serve when he's serving well. 30-all, forehand, the forehand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray, picked up, the forehand of Etcheverry down line, backhand Murray, the forehand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray, the forehand of Etcheverry. It's in the net. It's a break point for Murray. What'd I say? Murray's going to stay in this 30-40, and it makes sense it would happen right after Etcheverry had chances. Before you know, it could be 2-2. Sinner might look fragile, but he's not unless he gets in 5-set match. Yeah, finishing off in 5 sets is the problem. But yeah, I agree. Sinner looks fragile and like he's not moving well. And then when it gets to an important moment, when it gets to a tiebreaker, he just raises his level. He has that top quality, that X factor quality of knowing when to apply pressure and pick up his level, which is great. Forehand Sinner pass, forehand volley. Murray gets there with like kind of a slice lob. Etcheverry runs, sits it over his shoulder, running backwards. Murray smash. The put away Etcheverry backhand almost dies for Murray volley. 2-2. What do you say? Murray fights, and what do you say? What do you say? 2-2. Etcheverry fell on the ground trying to get that. 2-2 is almost 3-0 with a double break for Etcheverry. Now it's 2-2. Wow. I know Rude has to defend ATP finals, but Hubie can challenge the big guys. Yeah, that's true. And I'm a Rude sim. No, you're right. Rude would have a tough time against the big guys for sure. Although he did reach the final of ATP finals last year, beating Fritz, Rublev, and FAA on fast indoor hard courts. FAA was tired. Fritz is a good win, but it's not like the best win of Rude's career. Rublev was impressive in the semis, but I don't know. I do agree that Hurkacz would probably have a better chance if it was to come to that. So, but I am still rooting for Casper just because. Well, first of all, I'm a Casper fan. He's one of my favorite players on tour. Really, like maybe a top 3 favorite player. And then also, I just want him to prove a lot of people wrong because I know he can do it. 15 love. I know he can do it. 15 love. 2-2. Serve Murray goes out. Second serve. Serve. Out wide, backhand Etcheverry into the backhand. Murray backhand of Etcheverry. Backhand to Murray. Inside out, redirects. Forehand slide, solid from Murray. Etcheverry thought he was being even backhand to backhand, but Murray's got an all-time backhand, all-star backhand. Forty love for Murray. What's the score? Andy leading? Yes, 2-2, 40 love. Hopes Anthony has eaten, is hydrated for the long haul. Yeah, I got some water. I got some water prepared. I have drank a bit. I have eaten. I've eaten my breakfast. I've eaten what I need to do. If this does go 4 hours though, then I will probably eat on stream. But for now, I'm good. Forehand, the backhand. I've actually backhand Murray. Some really good backhands on display. Backhand down the line. Forehand Murray defending. Forehand cross court. Forehand to Murray. Ooh, down the line hits the tape. Somehow goes over. Backhand put away from Etcheverry. Range point. 40-15. 40-15, 2-2. Murray serving. Serve out wide, forehand. That goes out from Etcheverry. 3-2 for Andy. This could be a long one. This could be a long one. It really could. Wait, are they back on serve? Yeah, Andy broke. Andy broke back at 2-1. Listen, Etcheverry was almost at 3-0 at the double break. I said, listen, don't count Murray out just yet, as long as he can hold it to one break, and then he broke right back. That's what it is. Yes, Rude has a lot of haters for some reason. Yes. Rude's got a lot of haters. I don't know why. The guy's literally like a guy you could just pull off from off the street. Like, people talk about, like, genuine players, or, like, regular guys on tour. Medvedev isn't a regular guy. He's not a regular guy, at least what it seems like from interviews. I don't know him, obviously. But, like, he's not a regular person. Rude is, like, a regular person. He's just, like, literally just some guy. Like, he likes the weekend and goes to, like, weekend concerts. And I like that. Yeah, Rude's cool, and he's a great player, very talented. I mean, if you watched him at Roland Garros this year, I mean, he was playing amazing. He's really fun to watch at his best. I mean, yeah, I could talk about Rude a lot, but I won't anymore. But I like Rude. Shelton is great, but Sinner is so refined. Yes, exactly. Shelton is still finding the consistency. Point in, point out, figuring it out. I mean, he's getting there, but yeah, Sinner is refined. He's already a top-tier quality player. Absolutely. At the highest of tiers. Absolutely. Hopefully it won't drag out. Zeke will not respond well to this anymore. I mean, we say that. Murray's become a bit of a marathon man for the year, but he doesn't want to drag out a lot, especially if he is going to pull a run in this tournament and have a chance against Runa, for example. But it's been marathon man Murray. I mean, I think all of his first 10 matches, or 9 of his first 10 matches, outside of a match that he played against Sebastian Court in Adelaide, I think all went over 3 hours. 9 of his first 10 matches. So Murray's been a bit of a marathon man player. Got to the final of Doha, saving multiple match points against Lehechka and against Zverev. He's played some long matches this year. 15 love for Etcheverry serving. Always excited to call a Murray match. You don't know how much longer these guys are going to be playing. It's to say. I hope not, but I reckon next year and the year after, we're going to have a lot of sad goodbyes in tennis. Nadal has already said that next year likely is going to be his last, if not probably 2025. I don't know. We could get a lot of goodbyes, a lot of sad goodbyes in the next couple of years, if not next year. I'm hoping Murray plays as long as he can, though. I want him to have a second-week run at a major, because that is what I'm missing from Murray. Forehand to the forehand of Murray. Backhand, that goes out for Murray, 30 love. Or a title. Yeah, Murray hasn't won a title since 2019. He's gotten to 3 finals, 2022 and 2023. He's gotten to 3 titles, including in Doha, where he lost to Medvedev. But he hasn't won a title. He won a title on his comeback against Wawrinka, which was a really weird thing to have happened right after he came back. But since then, he hasn't won a title. So he can also pass Sampras in match wins at majors, which is just something that I think is quite interesting. If he wins, I think, like 2 more matches at a Grand Slam. Backhand, pass Etcheverry. Etcheverry runs back. Volley. Ooh, 360, but goes out. 40 love. Isner retiring Was sad. Well, it was sad because he lost. The last match he played, he lost. He was match point up, and he lost. He lost 10-7 the tiebreaker. Like, I was like, okay, that's fair. Like, Isner retiring, but the way he lost it just made me sad. But yeah, that was sad. So it was disappointing. It was depressing. Isner is underrated. I think we talked about it on the I talked about on the Tennis 360 podcast that came out this week with Eliza. Hey, Isner is underrated. He's been to 5 Masters finals. He's beaten each of the big 4, including Djokovic at Indian Wells 2012, and the best match I ever watched him play. Not just on serve, but his whole game was working well. Pushed Nadal to 5 sets at the French Open one year. He was the first player in history to push Nadal to 5 sets at the French Open. So, yeah, that was sad. It was sad because I like Isner. Also, I've met Isner at Publix. He was shopping, and I didn't want to say hi, but my mom said hi, and that's what happened. and then my mom took a picture with Isner, and I shied away because I was like 13, and I didn't want to speak to the guy who was over 7 feet tall because I was probably intimidated. 3 games apiece, Murray serving. Serve down the line. That goes out from Etcheverry. 15-love. Murray has the lead. Murray's got the lead. Wawrinka lost yesterday. Hurt, yes. Wawrinka also said he doesn't know how much longer he's going to be playing. I'm always excited with Stan on the court. Stan's one of the most fun players to play. When he's playing well off forehand and backhand, he's really exciting. Wawrinka is my original kind of like, I can always say I had my eye on Wawrinka to climb up a tier before he did. At the end of 2012, really around 2011 U.S. Open, whenever he beat Murray at the U.S. Open, I was like, this is a guy who can really climb up the rankings. I mean, I know he won the Olympics with Federer, but I was like, in singles, this guy can climb up. Good lob for Murray, by the way, 30-love. But yeah, my story with Wawrinka is late 2012, he became my favorite player on tour outside of Federer. Del Potro there as well. And I was following him late 2012. He had a tight match against Federer in Shanghai. And I just thought he looked amazing. I was like, this is a guy who's going to get to the top 10 soon, maybe even top 5. He's playing amazing. Then I watched his highlights of Australian Open, round of 32. I was like, this guy's playing another level. Even if you watch highlights of his round of 32 match, I knew he played Djokovic next. I literally was thinking, this next match is going to be, this could be amazing. I didn't get a chance to watch it because it was so late. Yeah, that might be the greatest match of all time. Djokovic, Wawrinka, round of 16, 2013. It's one of the few that I think has a argument for it. Clearly the one that has the best argument for it that's not like a major final. Because it was just another level from both guys. I didn't think it would be that good. I was very surprised that it was that good. But I was, I did, before the match started, I thought this could be good. I remember that. Specifically, I thought that. Because I was a Wawrinka fan. 40-love. Murray serving. I think I've said that before, but yeah, that was it's a real thing. $40 here for Andy. He was all, by the way, for anybody joining in just now, Andy was almost down a double break, and then he broke back. So now Andy could be in the lead, and he is going to be. Etcheverry trips up a little bit as Murray hits a forehand winner. Inside out, 4-3 for Andy. Let's go, Andy. I mean, and in terms of stories of me watching tennis a long time ago, just the last thing on me, Murray was my intro into the sport. The first match I ever remember watching clips of on TV was Murray against Gasquet, Wimbledon 2008. So, yeah. There you go. Yeah, I've been a Murray fan from the start. But yeah, Wawrinka had a bad loss, 6-4, 7-6 or something. Team also had a disappointing loss to Tsitsipas, who he can't stop losing to all year. I mean, I was depressed when he lost in Madrid, and then he played in the team probably played the best match he's ever played on grass courts against Tsitsipas and lost 10-8 in the 5th set. And I mean, that's just a nail in the coffin that he's loses again to Tsitsipas. I think Murray has to have a run here to kind of avenge Wawrinka and team's losses from all these veterans that are still playing on the tour. Monfils won a title last week. I want to see Murray get something done. Hey, Anthony and everyone. Hey, what's up, Maxim? I thought Anthony was doing a lecture of environmental science. I'm just kidding. I don't know what you mean, but I'll gladly do it. I'll gladly do it. I have a feeling that Stan and Chilch will retire next year, and I'll be in tears when it'll happen. Yeah, I think Stan is gone next year too. Murray clearly is probably going to play his last match at Wimbledon. I think that's the clearest kind of last tournament for any player. I mean, if he doesn't play his last match at Wimbledon, I think it would be surprising for anyone. I think the bigger question is it going to be 2024 or 2025? I don't want to speculate on anybody's retirements. The only thing I will say, I will say that Wawrinka likely next year could be his last one. I will say that I think we're going to see a lot of sad retirements next year and also the year after. So anyway, hopefully not, but that just seems what it is. Hey, what's up, Frank? Good to have you in here. Murray leading 4-3. I'm okay with Stan Muller retiring after winning Wimbledon next year. Calendar was a career Grand Slam. There you go. We all know that will happen. Nobody will be surprised. Nobody will be surprised. Calendar slam coming. I will say something funny with that though. That always makes me laugh. Smash him, Etcheverry, good athleticism. Etcheverry is a great athlete, by the way. I've noticed that watching him play. He's a top tier athlete. Federer has said it. Federer said it as he retired, and it stays true. A big mark of people who have great success in tennis is kind of great athletes and good movers on the court. And Etcheverry is one of them. So I expect he'll have some success in the future. But something about Wawrinka is funny. I'll say it after this point. 15 love here, Etcheverry. We're already 40 minutes into the match. Murray forehand to the backhand. Etcheverry forehand. Murray scrambling. Way behind the baseline. Yeah, forehand Etcheverry put away. Murray doesn't want to find himself that far behind the baseline because easy pickings. Easy pickings for Etcheverry. Not the most aggressive style player. But speaking of aggressive style players and speaking of Wawrinka, if you look at Wikipedia pages of any single Wimbledon from the last 10 or 11 years, every single Wikipedia page, the first line on Wikipedia is Stanislas Wawrinka was going for a calendar year Grand Slam at Wimbledon this year, but lost in the second round, but lost in the first round. It's so funny because every single Wimbledon, Wawrinka is going for the calendar slam and obviously, or the career Grand Slam, winning every single major in his career because he's won the U.S. Open, Australian Open, and French Open. He just hasn't won Wimbledon, but he never gets even close since I think 2015, where he lost a really close match in the quarterfinals to Gasquet, 11-9 in the tiebreak in the fifth set. But every Wikipedia, Stanislav Wawrinka is going for his calendar Grand Slam. It's always the first thing. It's so funny. Etcheverry is a tricky opponent. First set will go into a tiebreak. I think 7-5 for Murray, but let's see. You might be right, Max. Etcheverry wins this. Okay, Kendall. Glad for you to be joining in as well. Mike, thanks for doing this. Anthony, no problem. Glad for you to be joining in. Don't forget, subscribe, QualityShot Tennis. Don't forget to like the video as well if you're enjoying it. The likes help the streams get passed around. So if you want to get a lot more crazy people in the chat, we're going to get a lot more fun people in the chat, chatting up, more tennis fans joining in to what's going on here at QualityShot Tennis. Make sure to like the video because they do help the streams get passed around. Serve into the backhand. Murray forehand, Etcheverry into the backhand. Murray backhand, Etcheverry. That goes out. 40-30. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, hopefully Wawrinka, if he goes out, he can win in Wimbledon on the way out. Yeah, Mike, I appreciate you watching. Stan winning Wimbledon would be a miracle. I want to see Monfils win the French Open. That's what I'm waiting for. I want Lamont to do something before he goes out. When I'm speaking of retirements, I'm also thinking of a guy like Monfils. I hope he sticks around for a while, but you just never know. There's a lot of guys who are just kind of sticking around. I hope they keep on playing. 4-4. 4-4. It was a close match. I didn't expect anything different. This one definitely has 3 sets. 3 sets written on it. 43 minutes of play. Serve coming here from Andy. Serve out wide, forehand Etcheverry. Is that a foot fault? What was the call there? Is a foot fault called? Murray's complaining to Leone that his foot fault was called late. Leone's saying that he thinks it was a foot fault too. I don't know. I kind of call BS because it's so hard. The margins are so small on foot fault. Leone said he could see it too. I don't know. Is what it is. But anyway, foot fault called on Murray. He's not happy. I saw that happened to Murray in the Hoffman match as well, by the way. Forehand, the backhand of Etcheverry, backhand Murray, slice, the backhand slice of Etcheverry, backhand Murray, the backhand of Etcheverry. That's in the net, goes over. Bad luck all around for Murray. Lob, Murray's still scrambling. That's a beautiful lob from Etcheverry, though, you gotta say. Love 5. Murray was not happy about it. He wasn't just complaining that I got a foot fault, though. He said the foot fault got called when the return already bounced on my side. So Murray, I think, just didn't really understand what was going on. By the way, I think that lob was actually out from Etcheverry. I thought he made it, but I think it was actually out. So I think it's 15-love for Murray. That would have been a good one, though. I think it was just out. So Murray did get the point in the end, despite a net ball and also a foot fault. $15 here. Murray serving. Kendall, let's go, Anthony. Love this. Hey, I appreciate it, Kendall. I appreciate you joining in. Don't forget to subscribe, Quality Shot Tennis as well. We'll be here for more streams. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm enjoying the call. Love doing Murray. Serve coming here from Andy. Serve. The forehand. Oh, that's fair. It goes out. 3-15. Monfils and Feast as a doubles pair in the French Open would be nice. Yeah, Max. Double Feast. Nori just took a medical timeout for a left knee issue. Okay, keep an eye on that. It was nice to see a fair match of Feast versus Medi. Yeah, both of them are two of the nicest guys on tour as far as I see it. Two genuine guys. What's up, David? How's the umpire calling football? I don't know. How's he seeing it from up there? I was just saying, I call BS on that. Crazy. 40-15. It's so weird. Yeah, what's up, David? Good to have you. Nor David, you have David in the chat. How's that possible? Yeah, I don't. It's so weird. I think the foot fault was called, and the machine just called it late, according to Leone. So there's like a malfunction or something, according to him, like small one, but that's just so weird. Come on, Andy. Lob is long, Anthony. Yeah, David. Appreciate that. It's 15-love. David Murray's biggest fan. There you go. Yeah, David, congrats on Sinner Shelton. That was a good stream as well. I was glad to see Yannick get through that. 40-15, 4-4. Backhand, the forehand of Andy, backhand. That goes out from Etcheverry, 5-4 for Murray. Despite a foot fault call to start off the game. Gets through it. Carlos saying he feels better to play for Paris. That's good news. Good news. He wasn't feeling well at the start of the season. Remember, he had to retire in Paris. But Alcaraz actually took like a 10-day break. He actually took like a 10-day break this season, at the end of the season. So hopefully he's like finding his best health for Paris and ATP finals. That's what we all hope for as tennis fans. And also, obviously, he couldn't play the Australian Open earlier this year. So hopefully he's good for Australian Open next year. That's the hope, right? 48 minutes of play, 9 games. This is what you expect from a Murray match, especially from a match between Murray and Etcheverry. A lot of long rallies, too. There you go. I'm torn in this match. Hey, what's up, Matthew? I said I'd love to see both these men have a good run. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Etcheverry hasn't really had a good run since Kitzbühel. I've been saying it. He hasn't beaten a top 100 opponent since Kitzbühel. He's had a great season, though. 27 of his 31 wins in his career have come this year. So, yeah, you hope that he has a good run. But listen, Murray's been struggling a little bit, too, since about the U.S. Open. He's lost, I think, 4 straight matches, or at least 4 straight matches versus top 150 guys. So Murray's been struggling, too. It'd be great to see him have a run at 500. So I'm rooting Andy. I'm rooting Andy to get something here. To keep it together, toning down the Sinner celebration. I was just watching at home. I was saying in chat earlier, I wasn't toning down anything. I wasn't toning anything down. I was just excited. Nobody was watching me, but I was excited. But there you go. Yeah, I'd be the same way. Yeah, I tuned in for that match during the first set tiebreaker, and also what was it? Starting from 5-5 in the second set. But yeah, it was. Sinner played well. I mean, he knows when to step up and apply pressure. He wasn't always looking like he was moving his best, but he was hitting well, like always. So glad to see Sinner get the win. 4-5, Etcheverry serve. Catches the ball toss. First serve in the net, second serve. Kick serve, backhand Murray, the backhand. Etcheverry goes out. Murray's 3 points away from the set. Something to watch. Murray 3 points away from taking this set. Murray, by the way, is 40th in the world. He's 15-15 on the season ATP matches coming into this tournament, but he's much better if you include challengers. He's won 3 challengers this year, 1 on clay, 2 on grass, which has been quite encouraging for him. Forehand in the net from Etcheverry. This is kind of what you think, Love 30. Murray is by miles and miles the more experienced player in this match. Murray did well to get some clutch breaks of serve towards the ends of sets against Hoffman yesterday. Could be seeing something similar here at Love 30. Etcheverry got to find some first serves. Serve. Into the net. Doesn't find one there. Second serve. Serve to the backhand. A Murray backhand Etcheverry into the backhand. A Murray backhand of Etcheverry to the backhand. A Murray backhand of Etcheverry to the backhand. A Murray backhand Etcheverry, backhand rally, backhand slice. That's a wicked shot into the deuce side. Backhand down the middle now from Etcheverry. Forehand. Murray just does a little bit too much. Could have gotten one more shot there. I felt like he just pulled the plug a bit early. 15-30. Solid rally though. Shelton put up a great fight. Yeah, I mean, he's had a few really great weeks recently anyway. Really pushed Sinner when many thought Shelton would get run over after their exertions last week. Yeah, good point. Totally. $15.30. Etcheverry backhand to the backhand of Andy. Backhand Etcheverry. The backhand of the Brit back to the backhand of Etcheverry. Backhand of Etcheverry to the backhand. Murray backhand to backhand rally. Another guy giving in. Etcheverry runs around his forehand back to that backhand though. Forehand of Etcheverry now inside into the forehand. Down the line. That's a winner. Etcheverry set that up beautifully. Took a chance. Started getting some forehands. And he couldn't avoid the forehands. That forehand said no. With a winner down the line. 30 all. Definitely enjoying your commentary. I appreciate it. Yeah, Mike, I've got a YouTube channel as well. If anybody wants to check out my YouTube channel, I do commentary and different stuff on there. It's called the Tennis Commentary Booth. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, the Tennis Commentary Booth. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream here. Quality shot. Serve. Forehand Murray. The backhand of Etcheverry crossway. Just feel like Andy might win this point. Oh, no, it's a beautiful drop volley from Etcheverry. Okay. 40-30. Murray was having those crazy grunts where he's on the run and he just finds a way, but Etcheverry said no. Drop volley. Good hold for Andy, yeah. Etcheverry got that spark like Shelton. I feel the same thing. I think a lot of people don't feel that way, but I think Etcheverry's got this kind of thing about him where he's a really likable player. And a very good one. I mean, just needs to get more experience, but I'd be surprised if not only like at a Golden Swing, but like at some Clay Masters in the futures, maybe even Roland Garros, he gets to like semis or a final. Like, I think this is a guy that will have some success in the future. First serve goes wide, second serve. 40-30. Ooh, it's a double fault. Kick serve right into the net. 55 minutes of play, by the way. We're at 5-4. I mean, it's not just the way Murray, like, it's so crazy that Murray is still playing at 36 years old with a metal hip. And also he's playing these like crazy long matches. He's playing the longest matches of anybody on tour, you know? It's like Monfils is 37. He's not playing 3-hour matches every match. Forehand to the forehand of Etcheverry, back into Andy, lob, way up high, smash Etcheverry. It's good, too good. Advantage to the Argentine. Advantage Etcheverry. Serve. It's in the net. Second serve. Kick serve. Back in Murray to the backhand of Etcheverry. Back in Murray. That goes out. 5-5. Etcheverry survives. 5-5, and we're almost an hour of play in. First set of Murray Hoffman lasted an hour and 24 minutes. So we've still got 27 minutes to go to get to that. Hey, what's up, Joe? I'm back. I had to kick the boyfriend out. Whatever works, Joe. Glad to have you in here. Similar to team first set last night, Shelton just didn't show up fully in the tiebreak. At least for his sake, he wasn't up a mini break twice as Dami was. The pain still remains. It's the way he lost the breaker with a half volley. I mean, it's the third time teams lost to Tsitsipas in a match he could have won this year. Those challengers made it all the more painful when Andy lost to Steph, especially after a curve. Yes. Because it looked like in the draw, because I don't remember who Tsitsipas played in the third round at Wimbledon, but Andy, if he won that match against Tsitsipas, he almost certainly would have made it to the fourth round in second week of a major for the first time since 2017, I think. So, yeah, that was super disappointing. He hasn't made the second week of a major in 6 years. I mean, that is... I really want him to make the second week of some major. Maybe it'll happen in Australia where he's had a lot of success. Backhand, drop shot, Murray runs. Forehand flick, I've said it before. Moving up and down with that forehand, Murray's just like stone cold, rock solid. Murray is doing well to with Etch-a-Sketch. I used to call him, what was it? I used to call him something. Oh, yeah, I used to call him Blueberry just because that's his name is so ridiculous. Anthony, what's up, Maynor? Maynor, who are you rooting for in this one? Zverev wins in straight sets, okay? Sasha getting it done. I'm back. Hope you didn't miss me a lot. There you go. I missed you a lot. Now I'm 100% here. Okay. Before you're just 50%. Good to know. Good to know. I agree, Anthony. Yeah, Cedric Nori is like, I don't know what's going up with Cam, but since Indian Wells, Nori reached like the quarterfinals of Indian Wells and played like one of the worst matches against Tiafoe in the quarters. And then since then, he's just barely been winning any matches. It's so strange. I mean, even at that point, he would have been like 8 in the world with if Wimbledon semifinals points counted. Won Rio, beating Alcaraz the final. Beautiful flick from Andy. Is that in? Ooh, just out. Andy's smiling because he almost made it. Out by like a millimeter, like half an inch. 30 all, I think. Zverev 1-6-2-6-4. Yeah, Zverev is playing really well. I said it earlier in the week. I would be surprised if I'd be surprised. I think Zverev is a contender for this tournament. Anthony Miles behind on the chat. LOL. I'm trying, David. I am trying. Scam Nori loss. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, David here. Murray is amazing. That's why I love this kind of match. Yeah, he's still fighting. I love to see it. Hey, Anthony. What's up, Joe Gang? Good to have you in here. Cedric, Lexi. Wow, Andy. Andy fighting. Big match here. Sorry, guys. I think I lost the scoreboard again. I'll get that back up. I'll get that back up here. I might have to do with the scoreboard what I did yesterday at the end of stream and get a new kind of layout. We'll figure something out. 5-5, 40, 30. Let me get the scoreboard back on here. 5-5, 40, 30. Orion goes out from Etcheverry, by the way, 6-5. Or shot goes out from Etcheverry, 6-5 for Murray. 6-5 for Murray. Long set, over an hour play already. Over an hour play already. All right, yeah, I'm going to get a different kind of scoreboard on here. The scoreboard has disappeared again. I'm going to do what I did on stream yesterday. I'm going to get it from Tennis Live. They got good live scores as well. Because the scoreboard is disappearing occasionally. Not as much as yesterday's stream, but it's going a bit in and out. Kind of a new layout. All right, sorry, guys. Going to get the scoreboard back on here. Going to 6-5. It is 6-5. Murray leading in the set. Changeover right now. Etcheverry going to serve. $15 love for Etcheverry with the winner service. 15 love. 30 love Etcheverry. Swing volley winner. Listen, this is why Etcheverry was winning 68% of first serve points versus Sebastian Korda. I mean, not only was he making 71% first serves in against Korda in his first round here, but he was following it up with great shots. So there you go. 30 love. Backhand, return to the backhand. Etcheverry, backhand, Murray. Cross court to the backhand. Etcheverry, backhand, Murray to the backhand. Etcheverry, backhand, Murray to the backhand. Etcheverry, backhand, Murray. The forehand. Squash shots in the ground. Grade 15. Forehand. I'm saying that's a good shot. Game for Etcheverry, 6-6. Six six for Etcheverry. 1 hour and 6 minutes into this one. 6 games apiece. All right, guys, let me know. Who do you think's winning this tiebreaker? What's going to be the score in the breaker? Murray, forehand to the forehand. Etcheverry, forehand, Murray. The backhand slice. Etcheverry, backhand. It's too good. 1-0 for Murray. Forehand, Murray to forehand. Etcheverry. Backhand. Backhand. Murray. Forehand, Murray. The backhand. Etcheverry, forehand, Murray. Forehand. Etcheverry, cross court. Forehand, Murray. The forehand of Etcheverry, forehand slice. So that's in the net. 1-1. One one. Serve Etcheverry. Backhand, forehand, Murray, backhand Etcheverry. The backhand slice. Murray, forehand Etcheverry. Side out, backhand Murray. Forehand of Etcheverry, backhand Murray. Cross court, backhand slice. That's in the net. 2-1 Murray. All right, sorry guys, I can't see the chat at the moment. There's a little bit of an issue on my end. I'm gonna jump off, then jump right back on. I'll try to be here for the 2-1 point. But yeah, it's not showing up at the moment. Be right back in a second. All right, guys, here we go back to the call here. Thank you, David, for David's getting the scoreboard on here. Thank you, everybody. I couldn't see the chat. I couldn't get down to StreamYard here where I'm streaming from. It's all good. For the rest of the call, 2-2. Murray serving. Yeah, thanks, David, for I couldn't see a thing. I was trying to get on to that forehand Murray. That's in the net. 3-2 for Etcheverry. 3-2 for Etcheverry. Imagine this match on a clay court. LOL. Yeah, that would be even crazier. I mean, Etcheverry would probably have the upper hand, to be honest. But yeah, that would be a complete slug out. Absolutely. Come on, Andy O'Hattie. Yep, that's it. Lexi, Andy, time to dream again. We got some predictions. 7-4 Andy, 7-5 Etcheverry, Murray 7-5. There you go. And they couldn't catch up with the chat. Couldn't see it. Maynor, I didn't get tired of it. Update on Evans Anthony. I don't think I've seen one, but yeah, he was injured yesterday. Backhand slice. That's almost a great pass. A better volley. It's a couple of times we've seen that. It's 4-2 for Etcheverry. For Thomas Martin Etcheverry, the Argentine. 24 years of age. Watch out for this guy because he's learning to play. He's learning how to play not just on a clay court. He's playing a pretty good game on the hard too. Beating Korda and then on the lead on Murray. So that's not done yet though. 4-2. Yeah, we got a lot of predictions. 7-5 Murray, 7-5 Etcheverry, 7-5 Etcheverry, Murray 7-5. There you go. Changeover right now. This would be even longer on the clay court. Yeah. Really, really reaching forward for that drop shot. Yep. Joe Gann, come on, Murray, Lexi, Andy. There you go. Lexi, don't leave Anthony. I'm back. Back in here. I think that's a sign for Anthony to get a new computer. There you go. We'll figure it out. 4-2 Etcheverry. 4-2 Etcheverry. We got it now though. 4-2 Etcheverry on his serve. Serve out wide for him. Murray into the forehand. Eventually it goes out. 4-3. 4-3. RS Slugfest. Yeah, there you go. Oh my God, Maynor. Maynor at the 100. Wow, buy yourself a new computer. Maynor, you don't have to. I appreciate that so much, though. Wow, buy yourself a new computer. I will get some better technology on my end. I appreciate that a lot, Maynor. You don't have to with the donos, but I appreciate you a lot. You're always fun to have in the chat. That's crazy. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. Backhand volley. It's good. Too good for Murray. 4-4. That's awesome. Thanks everybody in the chat. And thank you, Maynor. Wow. Etcheverry is underrated. Yeah, Gene, he is, yeah. Maynor, insane, yeah. Well, Maynor, I appreciate that so much, Maynor. Thank you. Thanks, everybody who's just lurking in the chat as well, enjoying it. But yeah, thank you, Maynor, for that. We need Faison member emoji. Yeah, that's true. Give me a membership, Maynor. 4-4 here, Murray serving. Murray's back even. I want to react with the man himself's face. Come on, QualityShot. Give David the Faison emoji. There you go. We need it. The man himself. There you go. Forehand. The forehand. Murray forehand. Etcheverry into the backhand. Murray backhand Etcheverry. The backhand slice. Murray comes to net. Etcheverry drop shot. Murray runs. Ooh, good speed. Etcheverry's there at the volley. Murray doesn't even run to it. 5-4. Etcheverry with the mini break again at 5-4. Lexi, Maynor, and Anthony. Yeah, I appreciate that's a crazy donation. I appreciate it, Maynor. Thanks for being here in the chats. I'm gifting members only when I missed that one. Gifting members only when Iga, Carlos, Ons, Novak losing. Okay. Anthony, there you go. Yeah, thanks, Maynor, for that. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. I'm joining as a member on payday. David and Anthony get my donations till Scrambini gets back. Scrambini gets back. Yeah, there you go. Did y'all see Scrambini got a little bit of a shout out on the ATP tour with this little video? But they didn't give him any credit. They didn't credit his name or username or anything, but they did the little video. I was happy for Scrambini, but also just like a little bit mad. He deserves the credit too. But like, Alcaraz doing it too. Watching the video, Scrambini. Backhand to the backhand. A Murray forehand, Etcheverry, inside out, backhand to Murray. Feel like that's a crucial rally into backhand in the net, 5-5. It's a classic Murray kind of set to end the set off. It's a classic Murray set, 5-5. There you go. These two are playing great tennis. Really high-level stuff at the moment. This is where you want to be. It's a good match. The Etchy guy, wow, that's it. Where's that, Anthony, on the ATP channel? I think it was ATP Tour. It might have been Tennis TV, but I think it was ATP Tour, actually, yeah. I think ATP Tour posted. Yeah, Scrambini video where he like throws the balls in the air and then catches a few with his racket. Pretty sure it's on the ATP Tour channel where they sometimes do the videos with the players. I think it's ATP Tour. Backhand pass. Etcheverry there at the half volley. Forehand Murray pass. 6-5. Let's go Murray. 6-5. There you go. Murray's in that forehand well. Just watch Scrambini stream. Give the man credit. Yeah, Scrambini is one of the GOATs. There you go. I felt like that too, Anthony, but he didn't say anything about it. But didn't say anything about it. Davini, yeah, Scrambini was in the chat too. Scrambini was in the comments on ATP Tour, like, "Yo, ATP Tour, thanks for using my video. You could have credited me though." He was responding to every single comment there, like, "Yo, I'm the guy." Scrambini needs to get his flowers, man. Shout out Scrambini. Yeah, I think that's on the ATP Tour channel. Set point for Murray. Crazy long set yet again for Muzza. Serve. Hour and 17 minutes. It's ridiculous. 6-5. Serve. Kicks down. A great serve. Backhand to the backhand of Murray. Backhand Etcheverry to the backhand of Murray down the lines. Go redirect. Etcheverry on full slide. Drop volley. Etcheverry can't get there. And he can't get there. Murray fist bumps. First set to Murray. 7-6. All right, who said 7-5 Murray? I got to look back in chat. Who said 7-5? Stick around for the second set, guys. Stick around for the second set. By the way, don't forget to subscribe. Quality Shot Tennis as well. We'll be here for the second sets. Anthony Hersher commentating for Quality Shot Tennis. Don't forget to like the video as well if you're enjoying it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Yes, vamos. That's it. Vamos Murray. There you go. There you go. Vamos Murray. Hell yeah. Let's go Murray. Come on. Classic Murray set. I mean, the most classic. I mean, I thought the Hoffman first set was classic Murray. This was classic Murray. He takes a scenic route, but he always finds a way. Or not always, to be honest, but often he finds a way. Maynor, hashtag give Shram the credit. That's a good hashtag. Let's pass it around, yeah. Scrambini deserves the credit. That guy's always grinding. That guy's always grinding with the great streams, great videos. Yeah, shout out Scrambini. Shout out Shram. There you go. There you go. Maynor, Lexi, maybe when Steph will win 500, I'll give one. There you go. Lexi, Lexi's fave as well. All right, Murray with the first set. David said 7-4. Close. I didn't give prediction that time. I was trying to figure out from my side because I couldn't even see the chat. I asked the question. I couldn't even see the chat. I gotta look back now what everyone said. 7-5. That was a crazy set. That was classic Murray. That was absolutely classic Murray. Absolute grind fest. Slug fest, somebody said. Lexi, time to gang up on Anthony. That's just humor. What are we at? All right, 7-4, said Maynor. David said 7-4. Kendall said 7-5. Cedric with Murray 7-5. Shout out Cedric in chat. So what we always do, tiebreakers, guess the score. If you get it right, I'll shout you out. Yeah, Lexi said Murray 7-4, but nope. Cedric with the 7-5. There you go, Cedric with the 7-5. Maynor only 117, disappointing. That's what Murray said. That's what Murray said too. He said he was speaking to one of those guys on Twitter who's always posting. I forget his name. Jose Morgado said was talking about the Hoffman first set that Murray played against Hoffman, that it was like 85 minutes long. And he was like, Murray literally quote tweeted, it was like, that's not long for me. Come on. It's only long if I play 90 minutes. Oh, Mayo got the random guy shouting abuse before you saw it. Okay, I appreciate it, David. Yeah, feel free. Faison, crazy set. There you go. What's up, Faison? Good to have you in here too. Fresh trim, Anthony. I appreciate it. Yeah, had to trim it down. Maynor, did I say 7-5? You said 7-4, I think. I think I saw you with the 7-4 call. You were close, though. You're close. I appreciate that dono again, Maynor. I'll only say thanks again. Yeah, we got Faison here. I would have said 7-5. Damn. Okay, RS9. I'll shout you out. I believe you. Darren. Is Darren here? Hey, what's up? Hello, all. Dawson's here. Hey, what's up, Lavelle Tennis? What's up? How's it going? We got the chat saying hi to you as well. Good to have you in here. First point of the second set. I want to look over some of the stats the first set too before we get on it. Backhand chest catch the line from Etcheverry. Backhand to backhand. Drop shots in the net. 15 love here for Murray. Yeah, what's up, Faison? Good to have you in here. And what's up, Darren? Good to have you in the chat as well. Daza is here. There you go. What's up, Darren? How's it going? Yeah, we're here for the Murray match. Anthony here, QualityShot, here for the Murray match. Love 15 for Murray. First point in the set. Forehand down the line goes out. But like I said the same thing when I called the Murray-Hoffman match. If every set is as long as that first set, which was an hour and 20 minutes, then this would be one of the longest best-of-3 matches ever. Especially outside of the Olympics, where they go like 2018, 1917, 25-23. I think Sanga and Raonic went like 25-23 at the Olympics one year. Outside of that, where they play tiebreakers every set, this would be like 4 hours long if every set is that long, which is there. I think there's only been one best-of-3 match that's gone 4 hours with only tiebreakers. Forehand volley put away, 15-30. Murray always is playing the long ones. So proud of Murray for shaking the Etch-a-Sketch in the first set. Joe, again, that is good commentary. That sounds like something that I'm going on a blank on the GOAT. I'm going on a blank. Robbie Koenig. That sounds like something that Robbie Koenig would say. That's a Robbie Koenig quote. Shaking the Etch-a-Sketch. Come on, Andy, take the break point. He's at 15-30. Never straightforward when Murray is playing. Yeah, especially in 2023, where he's always fighting, but he likes to take the scenic route. I feel, yeah. I think the first 9 out of 10 matches he played this year were over 3 hours. Only not against Korda and Adelaide, but he got to the final of Doha, saving match points against Lehechka and against Zverev. The guy likes the scenic route. Murray likes the scenic route. He always did, but especially now. 30 all. Etcheverry serving. Against Hoffman, it was not a straightforward second set either, but the first set was real crazy. Murray managed to pull it out 7-5, and then the second set was 6-3. So we'll see if something similar can happen here. 40-30 for Etcheverry. Etcheverry's been playing really well, though, so something tells me it's not going to be that simple. He's serving well, too. Second serve, 40-30 here for Etcheverry. RS, I'm calling 6-4 for this set. Okay, I'm assuming to Murray. Okay. There you go. Game to Etcheverry. Gonna check on the stats here. Line got rid. That's taste suggests no one eats squid chips. That sounds disgusting. Cedric, that does not sound good. I wouldn't even try it in the first place. Anthony knowing the Etch-a-Sketch would be a miracle. I'm not that young. I'm 23. I used to play with Etch-a-Sketch. I know Etch-a-Sketch. I mean, I know Etch-a-Sketch from Toy Story too. I know the Toy Story movies. No, I've played with an Etch-a-Sketch. I'm 23. I'm not 16. You know what I mean? Good set win for Andy. Yes. RS, you make a brilliant commentator. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, that's what I'm doing here. I'd love to do it on for the TV and stuff. I mean, Gil Gross started on YouTube, and now he's doing tennis channel for the tournaments this week, Vienna and Basel. I'd love to do that. Joe Gann, thanks, Anthony. Thank you for watching. I think Etchy will take the set. I wouldn't be surprised. He's playing well. He's playing well. I kind of think so too. This has 3 sets written on it. I'm gonna say Etcheverry wins too. I'm gonna go ahead. I think Etcheverry wins this set. I say Etcheverry 6-4, and then I say Murray wins the third set 7-5. 7-6, 4-6, 7-5 for Andy. That is my prediction. Forehand to the forehand of Andy, forehand Etcheverry to the forehand of Andy, clips the tape, goes over, back in Etcheverry, inside out to the forehand of Andy, forehand Etcheverry, forehand of Andy. What a passing shot. Wow. Very flashy shot from Andy. 30 love. Thanks, Joe. Feels great to be back on court again, starting to play to my level again since the knee surgery last year. That's good to hear. That's tough when you go through something. I've been through different injuries, then have to climb back. I know knees are tough. I know knees are tough. That's cool. That's good, Darren. Good to hear. I'm glad for you to be joining into the stream as well. I got a question, Darren. Who do you think is winning? Who do you think's going to win in Basel and in Vienna? Let me know. Who do you think's taking the titles? Backhand, down line, backhand, a Murray backhand of Etcheverry to the backhand slice. A Murray forehand Etcheverry, the backhand. A Murray forehand Etcheverry, the forehand. A Murray, that goes out. 30-15. 30-15. I'd have to look through the draw real quick to make my ultimate predictions. I'll look through it though real quick. Basel draws, and then I'll look through Vienna as well. I'm kind of curious by one of these guys. Murray could do a little bit of a run because Fritz is really not in very good form. I'm curious by a guy like Demonor, by a guy like Hurkacz. Humbert is playing well. I kind of think Casper Ruud is going to start picking up a bit. Yeah, I'd be curious. Fritz, Hurkacz, Demonor, and Ruud. Those are the guys I have my eyes on the most in Basel. Although I'd love to see Murray make a run, but I just don't really think that'll be the case, especially because he's already playing so many matches. I kind of don't think Demonor would win the whole thing, although you never know. I kind of don't think Hurkacz is either, though. So we'll see. I don't know. I also don't really think Fritz is going to. I'm going to say Casper. I'm going to say Ruud is going to have a resurgence at the end of this year and win his first ATP 500 in Basel. That's my prediction. We'll see what happens. I'll say Ruud wins in Basel. If Ruud doesn't, then I'll say Demonor does. And then in Vienna, let's see who's playing in Vienna. Yeah, and then in Vienna, I say Medvedev wins. I say Medvedev wins Vienna, wins his first title ever, defends Vienna, and wins his first time he ever wins a title twice or in the same city. Those are my predictions. Medvedev and Casper Ruud, which I know Casper Ruud is a big hot take, but that's where I'm at. He is the second seed, so you never know. 2-1, by the way, for Murray. David, if you're in the chat, by the way, I appreciate again for you to you giving the scoreboard. Anthony, did you ever play Club Penguin? My big thing was Webkins. I had a friend named Colum back in the day. We played Club Penguin a bit, but we were big on Webkins. The Webkins mini games? Are you kidding me? The Webkins mini games with the bears and the weird looking animals? Those are fire. That's all I got to say. Those are absolutely fire. Anyway, that was my thing as a kid. I liked Webkins. Webkins is fire. What else we got? Absolutely. Let me catch up with the chat. RS, exactly. You'll get there. I appreciate RS. I want to grind it out. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. And yeah, speaking of Gil, I'm a big fan of Gil. He's a big inspiration to me. Darren, I agree with you, Anthony. It will be a 3-setter to Andy. Yep, I think so. This has 3 sets written all over it for sure. Be a lot nicer if Murray could win this in 2, Sheila. We'll see. That would be. It would be nice for Murray. If Murray is going to have a chance against Runa or against Baez, whoever wins that one, but likely Runa, then he'll want to get through this in 2. Not to say it's impossible if he to beat Runa if he does this in 3, but Anthony, Lexio, Anthony loving Casper more than I do. Woot woot. There you go. I'm a Rude fan. Rude and Sinner. Those are 2 of my favorites. At least from the top guys. Darren, I'm going for Hurkacz and Medi to win Basel and Vienna. Those are good picks. Solid, yeah. I also have Medi for Vienna. He seems like he's gonna be really tough to beat. He's always tough to beat in this kind of late hardcourt swing, and that's not a given. I mean, it's not a given to perform this well at the end of the season, especially with his physical kind of defensive game style, especially with his height and his build at 6'6". I mean, obviously he plays well on hard courts and on fast hard courts, where his kind of defensive game has like the effective depth, precision, angles, pace going through the courts. So fast hard courts are the best for him. But it's not a given that the guy's going to perform every year at the end of the season. And yet he still constantly is performing at the end of season. So Medvedev has done so well all year. I mean, he won Rome this year on clay. So I reckon in Vienna he's going to have a good shot. He looked good against Feast today, which could have been tricky. So yeah, I reckon Medvedev. I'm going with Rude. A bit of a hot take from me, which will probably be wrong, but I'll be happy to be wrong. But yeah, Hurkacz is a good pick off of Shanghai. I just don't know if he can win Shanghai and then win a 500 right back to back. I personally just don't have that much faith in him, but he that could happen. I mean, on paper, that's a great pick. So, absolutely. Max Webkins, I remember that. Hell yeah. All right, Anthony, what's going to happen here? Kendall, okay. What will happen here? I told you. Murray wins the first set, 7-6. Etcheverry wins the second set. Not even that. Not as close as the first set or the third set I think are going to be. I think he'll win 6-4, and then I think Murray wins a really tight third set. That's my prediction. I think Murray wins 6-4, 7-5 in the third. Etcheverry wins 6-4, 6-3 this set. Ultimate prediction, Murray 7-6, 4-6, 7-5. I think Murray wins in 3 sets. Murray wins in 3 sets. Do you play tennis in real life? Yes. I want to film myself playing tennis because I think I'm actually quite, I don't know. I've played tennis my whole life. I played it since I was a kid. My dad was very good at tennis. I said it on the last stream. He beat like the number 200 in the world, like 6-1, 6-1 back in his day. He didn't try super hard to go pro, but he was very good. I stopped playing tennis for like 5 years a bit ago, but I mean, I love the game. I used to play junior tournaments. I was never like one of the best or one of the winningest, but yeah, I wish I tried harder to like go to an academy and do all of that. That's just not really how life kind of panned out. But yeah, I love playing tennis. I love playing tennis. I'm on a Alta team, men's doubles Alta team. We're going to the playoffs this week. I've got a match on Sunday, which I'm excited about. But yeah, that's stuff like that. I played mixed doubles this summer for an A level team. So there you go. But yeah, it's fun. Anyway, enough about me. I guess. Anthony, I remember the games on Disney Channel. No, listen. No. What was the best thing on the internet, and almost nobody will know what I'm talking about? Ben 10 Game Creator on Cartoon Network website. That was, I mean, come on. If you pulled that one up, it was over. If you pulled up the Ben 10 Game Creator, where you could create your own stages and just do whatever. I mean, one thing to have like PC games, whatever, Halo 3 or whatever. I mean, whatever. Who cares about Halo? I care about, yeah, that was good. The Cartoon Network website mini games. That's the, yeah. Somebody out there will know what I'm talking about. Somebody out there will absolutely know what I'm talking about. Ben 10 was a fire show anyway. I know the cartoon Ben 10. Yeah, there you go. I'm just working through nostalgia here. Maynor, sorry, I'm back. Very good. Good to have you back. What's up, MJ? As well in here. Hey, what's up, Steven? Missed you on here. Had you on the last stream. What's up, Steven? Hey there. What's up? Hello, Ashley. Promise I won't leave again without telling. I appreciate it. I just love having you in the chats. Stick around. Murray serve. It's a double fault. Love 5. Love 15. Love 15. By the way, Murray is 14-11 on hard courts this year. He's 15-15 on the season, 40th in the world. Like I said earlier in the stream, Etcheverry was extremely aggressive playing against Korda, was doing really well on serve, winning 68% of first serves, hit 43 winners in that match. And we see it in this match. He's playing really well so far. So, yep, there you go. Oh, we had red alerts. Oh, damn. Maynor, hope you're staying safe. Yeah, the whole chat's wishing you that. That's more important than anything going on here. Hopefully you're staying safe. That's a very scary situation, very scary place to be at the moment. So hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Second set here from Murray and Etcheverry. $15 all here. Murray serving. Forehand to the forehand of Andy. Forehand Etcheverry. The forehand of Andy. Backhand Etcheverry. Cross court. Backhand of Murray. Forehand Etcheverry. Swing volley. Forehand Murray. It's in the net. 15-30. Etcheverry has a chance here. Half a chance. Lexi Maynor, be safe. Okay. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Hope you're staying safe. Etcheverry winning this. I'm saying it again. Okay. I mean, we'll see, Kendall. We'll see. Come on, Andy, Lexi. Yep. We'll see what happens. Andy, don't lose the game on your serve. It's getting dicey. 15-30. Serve coming here from Murray. Serve down the tee. To the backhand now of Murray. Forehand Etcheverry into the forehand of Andy. Backhand Etcheverry. That goes out. 30 all. Here we go. Etcheverry disappointed. Etcheverry disappointed. Hope there's a Rafi statue in Spain. Yeah, for sure. RS, where are you from? Anthony. I'm from Georgia. I've lived here my whole life. I want to travel around, though, more than I have recently. I mean, with COVID in 2020, 2021, etc., I wasn't traveling a whole lot and stuff. But now I want to travel around. I'm going to go to the U.S. Open next year, and also hopefully some more tournaments as well. And I'd love to go out of the country too. I mean, I'd love to visit like Tokyo. That's a place I've always wanted to visit, if not live there for a bit. There's a lot of places I'd like to see, but I'm from Georgia in the United States. Duluth, Georgia. Backhand slice to the backhand. Murray goes out. 30-40. Murray with the fist bump to his box, which is always weird for me to see. Players, I mean, I understand why they do that, but it's like them giving a fist bump to their box. Kind of weird. Kind of a place for it gives them like a place to like give their kind of emotions. And then to like kind of focus in on the next point rather than being super down on themselves. But it's just kind of weird because it's like they didn't hit the shot. Like your coach is like 100 feet up in a box, sitting in a chair with no racket in his hand, probably in a suit and a tie. He didn't hit the shot. He's not on the court. 30-40 here. Etcheverry with the break point. Be dire times for Andy, potentially. Serve from Murray. Just in. Forehand Murray. That's in the net. Terrible. 1-3. I said I think Etcheverry might win the 6-4. It's kind of going that way. We'll see though. 3-1 for Etcheverry. 3-1 for Etcheverry. Etcheverry gets the break back. Etcheverry gets the break back. Hey, what's up, Robert? Lurkin. Good to have you in here. Good to have you in here, Lurkin. Always watching. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Murray's love for competing never will leave him. Yeah, he could have walked away with a great career, but he can't. Warrior through and through. I hope that gives him more respect than if he just, like, kind of stopped. Listen, he's not the player he was in 2016. We all know it. That doesn't mean we can't respect him. The guy's special. Like, he's just a special player. And we've seen flashes of it this year, too, like the comeback against Lehechka in Doha or Murray Kakanakis match in Australia. He's a special type of player. 15 love. Yeah, Murray's got all my respect. I mean, he's never going to win the respect of some people who are just super, passionate on hating him, but it is what it is, you know. But yeah, Darren, I agree. Georgia, you're not too far from me. Cool. Yeah, that's it, Joe again. Yeah, I'm from Duluth, Georgia. Joe, where are you from? All right, 15 love here, 3-1. 30 love. I'd love to travel around more. I mean, Los Angeles is a place I've wanted to go for a while too. Just obviously you need to, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what all happens. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. 15 all, 3-1. But yeah, Darren, it's like people like Murray, Monfils, Wawrinka. They wouldn't be playing if they didn't love the game so much. I mean, they've won Grand Slams, Murray and Wawrinka. It's their love to play that's still keeping them there, and you can only admire it. Competed against some of the best ever, and yet they're still like so passionate in all of these matches, and even like 250s, 500s, like Vienna, Basel, which are big tournaments, but they don't have to still be playing, especially when they're not winning these tournaments. They're almost never winning the titles. Tennis is a losing sport, but they're still playing, which is cool. Hour and 45 minutes in, 30-15 for the Argentine. Underrated Argentine Etcheverry, quarterfinalist at Roland Garros. Serve is out, 30-15, second serve. Second serve here coming, hour and 45 in. Kick serve, backhand of Murray, backhand Etcheverry into the backhand of Murray, backhand Etcheverry, the backhand of Murray, backhand Etcheverry. It's in the net. 30 all. People in the crowd are definitely pulling for Andy. Big yells. Big yells. Come on, Andy. Can you bring me to Tokyo with you? Yeah, you never know. Maybe in the future. I'd love to. I'd love to go on a trip to Tokyo, Maine or Sapphire. Hell yeah. Yeah, Tokyo would be fun. MJ, I'm in New York City. There you go. I'd love to go to New York too. We have to meet when you come to US Open. Anybody who's at New York, US Open, give me a shout. We'll meet up. Let me know. If you're watching in chat, meet up. Meet up. Let's meet up. I don't bite. I'd love to meet up with some of y'all if I come down to any tournament. I'll be saying on the live streams and also on my socials where I'll be coming to. Yeah, when I'm in New York, I'd love to meet up with anybody also coming by. So that's real cool. Absolutely. Backhand to the backhand. Backhand Murray. That's a big shot from Andy. Big shot, 30-40. There you go. Georgia's the state, not the country. Yeah, there you go. That's it. There you go. Definitely record your U.S. Open experience as best you can, RS. Yeah, for sure. I'll probably put up a vlog on my own channel as well. Right now, it's the tennis commentary booth. If anybody wants to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the tennis commentary booth. I'm also a commentary booth on Twitter, tennis commentary booth on Instagram, the tennis commentary booth on YouTube. I might switch my branding soon to kind of have my name in it because I think it's a little bit weird not having my name in it. I always think the best branding is like to have your name, but I might switch it around. But yeah, I might put a vlog on my channel when I visit tournaments and stuff. Yeah, tennis commentary booth, my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm gonna go to U.S. Open next year. I'll be around. I'll be going to different stuff. I'm hoping to. That's the hope. The backhand slice. Murray forehand Etcheverry. Cross score into forehand. Murray lob way up high is going to pull a Murray Kakanakis point. The Australian Open goes out though. The lob. I thought he was going to start throwing up lobs. Advantage to Etcheverry. Go 4-1. Lob is out by an inch. Murray calls for a replay. Japan is one of my favorite countries. Yes, you should include that on your bucket list, Lexi. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Lexi, I remember you said you've been there, so. Yeah, Tokyo seems so lovely. Every part of it. I love the photography, the visuals of Tokyo. Anthony, I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. Oh, I've been right near there. Yeah, we're real close. Real close. There you go. Advantage. Murray forehand down the middle. Forehand to the backhand. Murray forehand. The forehand. Murray, backhand. That goes out from Etcheverry. Deuce, back to deuce. Monfils loves to entertain more than winning. Love Gale. What an athlete. Yeah, I don't know though, Darren. I would love to see him compile a week where he really finds his way because he is an entertainer, but when he's playing well, he's so good. His forehand is massive. It's consistent. He's hitting winners from all kinds of positions. I mean, when the guy plays well, you know what I mean? I would love to see Gale step up. Because he's been to the semifinals of the French Open. He's been to the semifinals of the U.S. Open. He's been to 3 Masters finals. A last run towards the end of his career. It might have to happen in Paris or sometime soon if it ever happens. I mean, Bercy, Paris Masters. It's unlikely, but I would just love – I hope when Monfils ends his career, he's not only seen as, I don't know, kind of this like entertainer character. I hope he's also seen – as a former world number 6 in the world and all the great, incredible things in tennis that he was able to do. Obviously, he can hit amazing trick shots, but he could do things on the tennis court I've barely ever seen before. Anyway, all that said, obvious, I've got a lot of respect for Monfils, but I would love to see him have a run, another run. It's already great that he was able to get a title when some people thought he was already going to retire when he got injured against Draper last year in Washington. So the fact that he can still be winning titles is encouraging in itself. Murray is complaining to Leoni, by the way. They got a long history with each other. They got a long history. Let me catch up with the chat, with what the chat is saying. Peaches lives in Brooklyn. There you go. I can meet up with Peaches too. Yeah, Peaches. I remember the first time I've seen Peaches. I got friends with Peaches through Tennis Talk Cam Williams. She's a big follower around there. She's around all sorts of tennis YouTube. So yeah, Peaches is cool. Come on, Andy, go footloose and win this match. There you go, Max. Come to Wimbledon. I might be going RS. I'm going to be coming to Wimbledon at some point. I don't know if I'm going to be going next year. But Wimbledon is my favorite tournament ever since I've been watching tennis. So, and it's never been something else. It's always been Wimbledon. I know it's a favorite of a lot of people, but that's my favorite. Anthony, why do you do this live stream? I love I love watching commentators like Robbie Koenig on TV and Darren Cahill, Paul Annacone commentating the matches and adding something to tennis, being able to watch along with people. I love Tennis Talk with Cam Williams. I'm a big fan of his channel. Gil Gross on YouTube. Tennis YouTube in general, I've been a big watcher for a while. I'm a huge fan of tennis. I love a crowd. I'm an actor, theater. I love being in front of people and being able to talk to people about a sport which I enjoy doing. So that's kind of why I do this. And also I want to have a voice in tennis because I think a lot of things in tennis can improve. And I hope to be a voice, kind of voicing my opinions. I like to give predictions about matches, some analysis, some of my thoughts. So there you go. That's kind of what it is. So forehand chip is long for Murray, by the way. This could be a 6-1 set. But yeah, I want to stay in tennis. I want to do like interviews of players. That's like my biggest dream in tennis, honestly. We'll see what all happens. Do you eat sushi? Is Anthony a fire sign? Fire signs like a fire sign after the last airbender. Oh, Leo. I'm a Libra, if that's what you mean. I'm a Libra. I was born in October. I do not eat sushi as well. Hopefully I answered those questions relatively correctly. Murray loves to complain. I mean, that was it. That's him from the start. He's always shown his emotions on the court. I think most tennis players are whiny a little bit. Yeah. Anthony got the footloose moves. There you go. Even though I'm supporting Murray, this is a really good game. Yeah, it's a good game from Etcheverry. He's playing really well. 15-30. Etcheverry's looking like it's going to be 6-1. I said 6-4 Etcheverry. He's looking like he wants to finish at 6-1. This had 3 sets written all over it at the start of the match. I've rarely ever seen a match where I felt so confidently it would go 3, to be honest. Especially Etcheverry. I know it's hard courts, but him just coming off a win over Korda, where he played well, hit over 40 winners. It's definitely had 3 sets written all over it. And if this does go 3 sets, very likely it goes over 3 hours because we're already at 1 hour and 52 minutes. Murray catches ball toss, second serve. If he wants a chance here, then he can't go down a double break, Andy. He's got to stay close. First serve in the net, second serve. Backhand goes out from Etcheverry, 30 alt. Matthew Robbie Koenig, forehand, fortune, steal. Yeah. Mongoose on amphetamines is my favorite thing he's ever said. Robbie Koenig is the greatest person who's ever lived. I love Robbie Koenig. He is a legend. MJ, Anthony can do a New York meet and greet. I can do a London one. Yeah, perfect. There you go. That'll be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Faison can meet up in for all the London, everybody traveling over to London or who live there in London for Wimbledon. And then, yeah, I'm there at the U.S. Open in New York. It'd be perfect. Yeah, definitely saving up for a New York trip. I know Eliza, who I do the Tennis 360 podcast with. She's also went to the U.S. Open this year. She doesn't live that far away from there. I know that they're different. Yeah, there could be it would be a lot of fun for me to meet up with different people because I know there's a lot of people who live near there. So 1-4, 40-30, Murray serving. Backhand, Etcheverry into the backhand. A Murray backhand slice of Etcheverry into the forehand. A Murray backhand Etcheverry. That goes in. It's too good from Etcheverry. It's deuce at 4-1. Deuce at 4-1. Robbie Koenig is my favorite commentator legend. Yeah. Yeah, Darren. Robbie Koenig is crazy. See, Anthony loves emoting / acting. Yeah, I'm passionate. I'm definitely a passionate person. I know that about myself. I'm intense. I'm an intense personality. Going to 3. There you go. Advantage Etcheverry. Murray with some bad errors here. Well, how do we promote you? Do you play DFs? I don't know. I don't know what DFs is, but Promote me? Yeah, I mean, you can. I have a YouTube channel with tennis commentary. The tennis commentary booth. That's my YouTube channel. Tennis commentary booth, Instagram commentary booth on Twitter. Yeah, the tennis commentary booth. So just stick around. I've got a lot of stuff coming in the future. So stick around for that. Backhand to the backhand volley. Murray sticks tough with it. Saves a break point. Deuce. Listen, the first set, Etcheverry almost led 3-0 with a double break. He was at 2-0 with a couple break points. Murray broke back, and then before you knew it, it was 2-2, and then before you knew it, Murray won the first set. So listen, if Murray can just stick within a one break period, you never know. Murray is never out of a set, ever. Murray is never out until the handshake. Forehand, inside out. Murray forehand volley, put away. Advantage Murray. Advantage to Murray. I won 4. I should have realized this sooner. This would be a 3-setter. Should have believed you. LOL. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, with Murray, it's not unpredictable. Go for it, Anthony. You'd make a great broadcaster. We can say we knew you then. Yeah, there you go, Joe Gang. Yeah, I won't forget. I won't forget the beginnings. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do in tennis and then other stuff as well. I'd love to be an actor. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. I'd love to try a thing at stand-up comedy. I'd love to. I've written movies since I was a kid. I used to host a movie club where I'd write original movies when I was 8 or 9 years old with a bunch of friends, some of my cousins. When I was 8 or 9, I mean, I'm passionate about a lot of stuff. My big dream is to keep doing tennis and then hopefully get some resources from the tennis thing and then also move on to other stuff. But definitely all my chips in tennis because this is working at the moment. I feel like I'm hopefully at least somewhat good at this. I hope, and yeah, just keep going from that. But yeah, definitely the eyes on tennis right now, and I'd love to be a commentator in general. But I am already, so it's going good for now. Advantage to Murray, 1-4. Serve. Backhand Etcheverry. That's in the net, 4-2. There you go. 4-2. Eliza Westcoat. I played her at that Ace of I Cup in London. Really great lady for your forehand. Oh, there you go. Nice. That's crazy, Darren. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think Eliza's been playing for that long. I think she said she's been playing for 4 or 5 years, or at least taking lessons for 3 or 4 years. So well, that's cool that you got to run into her. Yeah, she's very nice. She's very cool. 4-2, Etcheverry serve. In the net. Second serve from Etcheverry. Serve, forehand Murray into the backhand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray. That goes out, 15 love. 15 love for Etcheverry. As I said earlier, you're brilliant at this. RS, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. All the compliments, they really do mean a lot to me. Anthony, would you be a chair umpire on the pro tour? I would be a chair umpire and then just like make a prank out of it. I can't take that serious. That would be my nightmare. I don't have good eyesight. I wear glasses. That's not I'm not there to be an umpire. I do it just to do it like once because that would be awesome. To be Mohamed Layani, what a dream. But not for more than like 1 or 2 matches because then I would start hating my life. That seems like such a tough job. You have to make so many close calls. Like, that is my nightmare. 15 all. I'd love to do anything, though. Anything else, though, related to tennis. Even being a ball kid is awesome. I mean, to see these highest athletes in the world playing this, like, kind of just beautiful sport, that is, like, where you learn so much from this game, you know? I love tennis. I'll do anything related to professional tennis, but I won't be a chair umpire for more than 2 matches. Or if I am, then I'll have to start making myself enjoy it by being a bit of a prankster. Forehand, backhand of Etcheverry into the backhand. A Murray backhand Etcheverry, the forehand. A Murray forehand Etcheverry running well wide to his due side. Backhand to the backhand Murray, a lot of backhands in this match. Forehand, they're not scared to hit a backhand. As a forehand goes out, though, 15-30. Two great backhands. Murray is looking exhausted. Murray is kneeled over, 15-30. Murray's trying to climb back in the set. Listen, if Murray climbs back in the set, though, and puts more energy into the set, and then he loses it, that would be a tall order in the third set. So we'll see. You have to. It's kind of like a bit of a gamble if you want to even try 100% at certain moments in a match. I mean, lack of effort. Like, yeah, lack of effort is a thing, but not often are the pros really giving their absolute 110%, unless your name is Alcaraz or Nadal. 15-30. Serve into the net. 30 all. 30 all, Anthony. Yeah, it would be a nightmare. It would be a nightmare. Anthony would be a great with a TikTok doing spoof comedy tennis sketches. Maybe that would be fun. Hell yeah! I grew up on YouTube skits. I have a YouTube channel, Anthony's Universe, where I posted some skits. I was hoping to make that YouTube channel go big. It hasn't really ended up going that way, but I've got some good videos on there. I love doing skits and sketches. I love comedy. I grew up in improv, so I like comedy. Anyway, I'm talking too much about myself. I apologize. I apologize for that. 4-2, 40-30. Etcheverry at 40-30 at 4-2. He's serving well. It looks like we're going to go to a third set. Looks like we're going to go to a third set. Backhand to the forehand of Etcheverry, backhand Murray. The backhand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray. Oh, it's right on the baseline, deuce. Every game is going forever. It just had 2 hours on the serve clock. Or not on the serve clock, 2 hours on the serve clock. Yeah, 2 hours to serve, not 2 hours on the serve clock. Yep, we're going three sets for sure. Yep. I will check it out, Anthony. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've also got a YouTube channel, The Tennis Commentary Booth. Let me know. Maybe we could collab at some point. Just hit me up. Hit me up. Tennis Commentary Booth on Twitter. Hit me up in DMs. We could collab at some point. Darren, I enjoy your videos where you're tossing things and reading them. I can't believe they're real. They're so good. Yeah, Darren's got a great YouTube channel. I've seen some of your stuff too on the YouTube, so I appreciate it. Yeah, we should collab at some point in some way. But yeah, I think we're going 3 sets here. But yeah, that YouTube channel is just kind of funny. I got some interesting stuff on there though. Forehand into the forehand. Murray backhand of Etcheverry. Cross court into the backhand. Murray backhand slice. Etcheverry, it's in the net. It's a break point for Andy now. Break point for the Brit. That's where you want to focus in on the match because before you know it, Andy's back in the set. Before you know it, Andy's back in the set. If Andy Murray had a cannonball serve that was accurate, he would have taken a few more slams if it's a big word, though. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Murray has a decent serve, but yeah, if he had a bigger serve, that's true. Backhand slice, forehand, into the backhand. A Murray forehand of Etcheverry, inside into the forehand of Murray, cross court, forehand of Etcheverry on the slide, backhand Murray, cross court, backhand Murray into the forehand of Thomas, forehand, the backhand of Etcheverry, backhand slice, backhand now from Murray into the forehand. Etcheverry inside in is a winner. That's that forehand coming into play. I mean, Etcheverry with a little bit of experience, when he's getting a little bit more decisive in his shot making. When he's decisive on like where he's hitting the forehand, when he really dials it up, he can hit some brilliant winners. Deuce. But yeah, Murray with a cannonball serve would be like a better version of Medvedev, I think. backhand, cross-court into the backhand slice of Murray, backhand Etcheverry, the backhand of Murray, backhand Etcheverry, the backhand of Murray, backhand slice, Etcheverry into the backhand, of Murray, backhand Etcheverry down the line to the forehand, of Murray, forehand Etcheverry, the forehand, of Murray, it's right on the baseline, backhand slice, the backhand slice of Etcheverry, forehand, from Murray into the forehand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray, the forehand of Etcheverry, that goes out, advantage to Murray, advantage to Murray. Murray absolutely kneeling. The rallies are ridiculous. Murray played his longest best of 5 match of his career earlier in the year. It surpassed, in my opinion, the most underrated match of the last 20 years, which is Murray versus Del Potro Davis Cup semifinal. Personally, my opinion. I mean, I know that's a big thing to say, but in my opinion, the most underrated match. Murray Del Potro Davis Cup semifinal, which I think went 5 hours, 20 minutes. Murray Kokkinakis went 5 hours, 45. This could be one of the longest best of 3 matches of Murray's career. And that says a lot, especially after this year. Serve clock goes to 0, but the umpire allows it with that rally. Etcheverry saves a break point. I don't know what the longest best of 3 match of Murray's career is. I would have to look that up. I forgot Murray played Etcheverry before. That was a good game as well. Yes, I haven't mentioned that a lot, RS. Yeah, Murray and Etcheverry played at Indian Wells. Etcheverry took the first set, 7-6. Murray won the next 2 sets. I'm having such a blast doing this, by the way. I agree. Great Medvedev comment. I appreciate you, Robert. I love doing this so much. I love the community at QualityShot Tennis. Shout out to all of y'all. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. Forehand swing volley, too good. I appreciate all of y'all here. It's not over until Montserrat Carbine sings. There you go. If I were to meet Anthony in person, I would talk about tennis and cartoons. There you go. Yeah, I'm a big animation guy. I'm a big TV guy, big movies guy. One of my biggest dreams is to make movies and to be in that industry. I don't know if it's ever going to come to fruition, although I do believe in it still. But that's a dream of mine. Forehand is the forehand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray. The backhand of Etcheverry, backhand of Murray. Into the forehand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray. Into the backhand of Etcheverry, Murray comes in with the forehand. Backhand by Etcheverry, misses it. This game will never end, ever. We're at deuce, 4-2. Etcheverry. Etcheverry trying to get to 5-2. Murray is still hanging around. Murray is a madman. Madman. Yeah, Indian Wells. Murray won that match in 3 sets. Break Murray, Jogan. That's it. Loving this, bro. I appreciate RS9. Yeah. Make sure to follow me on my socials too. Tennis commentary booth on YouTube. That's my YouTube channel. I do different commentary. I just posted a video about why I think Del Potro is underrated and why he was an underachiever. It's on my YouTube channel, the Tennis Commentary Booth. If you want to check that out, the Tennis Commentary Booth. Tennis Commentary Booth on Insta as well. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I lost 2 case on first set. Choke job by Etch. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean, that was tough. That was a tough set from Etcheverry. Lexi, damn it. Yeah, Etcheverry in the lead. Advantage to Murray at 4-2. Break point number 3. Serve from Etcheverry. Forehand, Murray into the backhand of Etcheverry. Backhand slice. Murray into the forehand of Etcheverry. Inside in. Forehand of Etcheverry. Down the line. To the forehand. Backhand of Etcheverry. Murray's balls are just catching the baseline. Backhand down the line is out again. Etcheverry survives a close game. Deuce. It could be a break back for Murray about 5 times now. I think Etcheverry has saved like, what, 4 or 5 break points? What actor would you most like to work with? That is such a crazy question. That's such a crazy question. Daniel Kaluuya is crazy. I like that. He's a crazy actor. I have a list of actors that I'd love to work with eventually. So I need to pull that up. I'm going on a blank a bit. Forehand, smash, put away. I mean, the best actor that I would love to work with has already passed away, in Heath Ledger. He's one of my inspirations. Advantage to Etcheverry. But yeah, there's a lot of good actors out there. Can you put the link to your channel in the comments, Anthony? Yeah, sure, I will. I will. Go with your dreams, Anthony. I will, absolutely. Yeah, I won't give up on them. Got to work for it. Gee whiz, I work for Mo, and now Andy is slacking off, Mike. Yeah. No, I know you're here in the beginning chatting off, but yeah, he's kind of fallen apart since he left. I think you're Andy's good luck charm. It's advantage to Etcheverry. He's had a bunch of break points to break right back. Forehand Etcheverry to the backhand of Andy, forehand Etcheverry. Forehand of Andy, backhand Etcheverry, cross court to the backhand. Murray backhand slice, the backhand. Murray backhand Etcheverry into the backhand. Murray backhand Etcheverry, the backhand of Murray backhand. I thought I was out from Etcheverry. I mean, this is a crazy rally. Murray, it's still going. That goes out from Etcheverry. Murray is hobbled over. Absolute chaos and exhaustion and these exertions. Rally to rally, it's deuce at 4-2 in the second set. And Murray, playing at 36 years old with the metal hip, he played 2 hours and 20 minutes in the first match. First set was an hour and 24. Today, an hour and 17, or an hour and 20, I think, almost in the first set. Now we're at well over 2 hours, 4-2 and deuce. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Don't forget to like the video if you are as well. It's deuce here. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I feel very tense, honestly, watching this. 4-2 and deuce. Etcheverry taking a lot of time. It should be Murray, the one who's taking a lot of time. Etcheverry is like 12 years younger than Murray. It's Murray who should be taking the time. Deuce, backhand. Excuse me, into the backhand. Murray, backhand Etcheverry, into the backhand. Murray, backhand Etcheverry, to the backhand of Murray. A lot of backhand to backhand rallies in this one. Forehand to the forehand of Etcheverry, right off the baseline. Forehand, Murray attacking. He's got to try to finish these off a little bit quicker, I think. Backhand, Murray. The backhand drop shot. Murray runs. He picks it up. Oh, what a pass from Andy. Let's go, Andy. Come on. Advantage to Andy. Let's go, Andy. He's still fighting here. Murray is completely on his knees, hobbled over. Murray is in two. Murray's in halves. Oh, man. Drop shot. That was a vintage pass. I'll link my YouTube channel as well, Darren. I'll link my YouTube channel in the comments here. Let me get to it. Yeah, break point here for Murray. Etcheverry serve, forehand return, it goes long. I want to know how many deuces we've had. I think we're nearing double digits, if we're not there already. And it's not just regular. It's not just a regular game. This is a game where we've had about 10 to 12 exhausting rallies. It's not showing the number of deuces. It always annoys me when the screen doesn't show the graphic for number of shots or number of, like, this is the kind of graphics they should be showing. Another miss from Andy, by the way. The crowd is very much behind Andy, by the way. Don't get it twisted. I mean, Etcheverry is underrated, but he's not a big, well-known name. I think he's going to be much more well-known in the future. It's a very distinct name. I think he's going to be a well-known name in the future, especially on clay courts. But he's shown here that he can have a good game on this too. By the way, 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're just at 4-2 in the second set. Backhand Murray into the backhand of Etcheverry. Forehand Murray into the forehand of Etcheverry. I swear, Murray in the net. It's 5-2. You got to feel like the set is over. That game was kind of deciding if the set is over. I think Murray should pack up his bags and move into the third set. Andy should pack up his bags and move into the third set. Because, yeah. All right, here we go. I'm gonna link my YouTube channel in the chat, Darren. If anybody wants to sub there, just have it in the chat. Here we go. But yeah, I'll be posting a lot more stuff on there. Draw previews. There's so much stuff I want to do. I want to do our rankings of all. I know some people don't like to compare eras, but something I've wanted to do for a long time is make a top 100 list for all-time players ever. I know, what was it? Tennis Abstract, I think, did a good list on that for like top 127 players ever last year. I want to do my own, a kind of definitive, and I'm not going to mix men's and women's because I think that's kind of silly. But I just want to do a top 100 men's all-time list of my own kind of accord. And really like include history of it, like players like Pancho Gonzalez, but also newer players like Del Potro. I want to make my definitive kind of list for that. I'm trying to link my YouTube channel here. But there's a lot of stuff I want to do here, but I'm going to try to do it on my YouTube channel. I'm going to try to link it here. All right, there you go. Link in the chat. Posted up the link in the chat. 5-2 for Etcheverry. It looks like we're going to go 3 sets. Etcheverry saved 4 break points in that last game. That last game was a marathon game. I don't know how long it was, but so many exhausting rallies. There, so 5-2 for Etcheverry. It's looking like, I don't know, Murray just, I was surprised when Murray versus Hoffman didn't go 3 sets, but it might as well have. I mean, it went 2 hours, 20 minutes. That's almost never the length of a 2-set match. That's more the length of a 3-setter. Murray's been playing some long matches. Yeah, 5-2 for Etcheverry. Sorry, guys, I've lost access to my stream here for the match on my end. I'm going to try to get that back here real quickly. Ow. Hey, sorry guys, I accidentally got disconnected. Hopefully you guys are seeing me better now. 7-6 Muzza in the third. Let's see. That's how this match is going. What's up, Michael? Good to have you in here. Good to have you in here. Darren just subbed Anthony. I appreciate it a lot, Max. I don't know, where did Anthony go? Yeah, sorry, accidentally lost connection here on my end. Couldn't get it back to you. Go back to the play-by-play here. Yeah, it's looking like we're going to go 3 for sure. It's looking like we're going to go 3 sets. Here we go. All right, Murray Etcheverry. All right, so like I said, Hoffman, the first match that Murray played against Hoffman, it's 5-3, 30 love, by the way, for Etcheverry. 40 love now. But the first match that Murray played against Hoffman wasn't a 3-setter, but it was 2 hours and 20 minutes in length, which is the exact time on the we're about to play a third set. So Murray has played some of the longest 2 sets I've seen. Like 2 hours and 20 minutes is not regular length for two sets of tennis. But that's what we've seen. That's an average of 1 hour and 10 minutes per set, which is not particularly average. All right, 3 set points for Etcheverry, serving for it. I'll be here for the third set. Serve here from Etcheverry. Serve into the forehand. Murray, that's a winner, 40-15. 40-15. Anthony possibly has a cover singing Bon Jovi in his channel. I do like singing as well. That's another hobby I enjoy. I mean, I like singing. Singing's fun. I do not have that though, no. If you look at my channel, I'm sorry to disappoint. It is mostly about tennis. So serve from Etcheverry, we're going 3 sets, and you knew it was going to happen because Andy Murray is on the tennis court. And also, you know that Murray is about to win 7-5, saving 5 match points in 3 hours and 60 minutes. So 3 hours and 55 minutes. It's always an epic when Murray is playing. We're going 3 sets. Faison was saying it in the chat earlier, too. It looks like we're going to go 3 sets. So there you go. Is this match in Vienna or Basel? I'm so out of the loop. This is in Basel. This is in Basel. Come on, Andy, get back in the set. It really isn't over till the fat lady sings. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he could have, but it's going to have to be in 3 sets. How long was Nori match? I mean, Nori had a couple medical timeouts, so that could have made it longer, but I don't think it was particularly long. I'll look it up. I want to look at some of the other scores on the other matches in general. Yeah, Zverev 6-2, 6-4 over Nori. I really feel like Zverev is a contender in this tournament. He's been playing really, really well. But yeah, other scores. Ruud won against Bublik 7-6, 6-2. Hurkacz beat Struff 6-1, 6-4. Fritz beat Purcell in 2 tiebreaks, which is not unusual for Fritz. Purcell, a big serve and volleyer with distinct style. Humbert wins in a 3rd set tiebreaker against Giron. And yeah, Murray and Etcheverry going 3 sets. Vienna. Let's look at Vienna scores. Vienna Open scores. What's going on down in Austria? Vienna Open. Sinner beat Shelton 7-6, X5. Or 7-5. I was happy for Yannick. Yannick, one of my favorite players, or my favorite player, honestly, on the men's side at the moment. Monfils beat Altmaier in 2 sets. Goyo beat Karatsev 6-3, 6-3. Medvedev took out Fils 6-4, 6-2. And like I said, Kachanov beat Lehechka in straight sets, comfortable straight sets. And Zverev beat Nori 6-2, 6-4. Those are the scores on the other matches. Mike, this is Basel. Yes, this is Basel here. Yeah. Thanks for everybody in the chat answering the question as well. Lexi, my husband's a huge Chelsea fan. Looking forward to it. Good luck to your team. Nice, yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of fans of other sports in here too, which is great to see. Got a lot of football fans in here following that. And anybody know if my homeboy when FA destroyed the Swiss player, I think Reedy, is his name Riedel? Earlier today. So yeah, Felix won. I'm hoping that picks Felix back up. All right, players back on court to start this 3rd set, by the way. Etcheverry coming back on court. But yeah, Felix won today. There you go. I was afraid to look. Yeah, that's fair. Why is doubles less popular than singles? I mean, I think it's the fact that singles players, you have it's really easy to cheer for and connect with one person, one player. I think it's harder to do that when it's a team. And also the marketing. I think marketing isn't that great for doubles. And I don't know. I think there would be a multifaceted answer to that question that I can't. It's hard to think about and give a full answer right now, but I think a lot of people just enjoy singles more, although I do love doubles, but just the one-on-one battle of singles and the physicality all over the court. But doubles is fantastic in its own right. A lot of strategy, a lot of hand skills, a lot of fun points, fun rallies. It brings something super different to tennis. Doubles on grass courts is one of my favorite things to watch in tennis. So, yeah, doubles deserves its dues too. But yeah, those are a couple things I would say. Love 15. Singles generally has longer matches as well. Felix advanced again. Yep, Steven, there you go. Ramos Maza, yep. Forehand, Murray, the backhand of Etcheverry. Both guys, Murray switched out his shirt, by the way. Both guys are wearing white now, so it's going to be harder to differentiate. Backhand Murray into the forehand of Etcheverry. Backhand slice the forehand of Etcheverry. I think Murray's going to try to hit more to the Etcheverry forehand. He's already mixing it up a little bit more. But wicked backhand angle there from Murray. Murray forehand, inside in, forehand from Murray, cross court. It's a bit short, though. Forehand Etcheverry doesn't really step in. Backhand, the forehand of Murray, backhand Murray. Or sorry, backhand Etcheverry to the backhand of Murray. Drop shot. I'm exhausted just calling this. Murray is hobbled over. He's tired even after that break. Love 30 for Etcheverry on Murray's serve. Murray is not moving. This is hard to watch if Murray is going to be physically out of it. Love 30. Because it's been long rallies all day. Love 30. Never count Andy out, but Anthony, tell us how you think Andy looks physically. Can he go the full stretch? Right now it's looking bad. It's looking bad. It's looking dire. I don't know. He can. I never tend to count Andy out physically at any point, no matter what's going on, but it's getting close to the point where I would say that it's looking like he can't, or looking like it's going to be extremely difficult, because he didn't even move up to that shot, did a drop shot. Love 40. Murray, to start us off here, is looking really physically out of it. I'm not going to say it's looking close to he can't, but it's looking real bad. Love 40. Not looking good. 2 hours and 27 minutes of play. 3 break points. Serve. Andy, it's in the net. Second serve. Forehand return that goes out from Etcheverry, 15-40. Watch out, though. If Andy can just keep close. He's got to come back from love 40 hold, though. From love 40 hole. Murray is done. Way too exhausted, Anderson. Okay. I mean, that's fair. Let's see. Just that I personally prefer doubles, but a lot of people I know prefer singles. Yeah, I prefer singles personally, but doubles is a lot of fun to watch. I love it whenever I get to catch doubles. But yeah, those would be some of my answers for it. I think that more doubles should be more appreciated, though. I think too many people view doubles as a hobby. Like, some people just like doubles more. I think Pagula and Goff, although they might get tired out for singles, and maybe if their priority is singles, they should focus less on doubles. But if they also care about winning doubles, then as I think they both do a lot, I think that's just a thing of priority. Forehand, inside out, backhand slice, Etcheverry forehand, drop shot, Murray, Etcheverry runs, backhand, comes under it, forehand, easy forehand for Murray into the opposite corner, 30-40. Murray is staying alive. Murray's staying alive. His legs are super tired, though. You can tell. Anderson should have given up second set when he got broke. I actually kind of agree with you, Anderson. I think he should have, when he got broke, I think like 2-4 or 1-4, I think he should have just let it go 6-1 and focus on the third set. I actually agree with you. Because he had that 25-minute game at 4-2. that just, I think, completely tired Andy out. I actually tend to agree with you. I think Murray should have probably given in a little bit more. And I hate to say that. Forehand from Etcheverry to the forehand of Andy, backhand Etcheverry. The backhand of Andy, backhand Etcheverry. That's good. Way up high, backhand slice. The backhand slice of Andy, backhand into the backhand of Andy, backhand Etcheverry, forehand. Etcheverry runs, slide. Forehand Andy. Forehand squash shot. Etcheverry defending. That goes out though. Deuce, 3 in a row. 3 in a row for Thomas Martin and 3 in a row for Andy. Both on their knees. Both hands on their knees, looking at their boxes, saying, "Hey guys, can I switch out? Can I switch out? Can somebody else on the team come in?" Andy, can you get Andy ask? Hey, can you get Lendl up here? Can Yvonne we'll swap in and play for a bit? Both guys are exhausted. Both guys hands on their knees after that one. They're asking to swap out. Deuce. Serve. Murray. Down the tee. Out though. Over 2.5 hours played now. Deuce. Exactly even. Double fall for Murray. One more break point to save. One more break point to save. RS9. There you go. Staying alive. Staying alive. Murray just staying alive, hanging there. Andy, what are you doing, my lord? There you go. He's climbed back, though, from low 40, but then another double fault. I said 3, but for you to win. Yeah, exactly. He didn't hear you out. Exactly. Who's going to tap out first? It would be Andy, I think, but I don't know. Is Andy ever going to tap out? Breakpoint number 4. I don't think either of these guys are completely tapping out. Both these guys are 2 of the best competitors on tour. 2 of the most mentally strong players, probably. It's been an absolute battle. Second serve. And forehand. Etcheverry steps down forehand. Squash shot. Cross court from Andy. Forehand comes in. Murray pass. It's in the net. Murray smashes his racket. I don't know if it broke, though. 1-0 for Etcheverry with the break. Murray smashed out you want to, though. You don't do it out the side. You just do it face down. The Roddick way. He did how he needed to, so it doesn't break. He can still play with it, I think. Come on, Andy. Yeah, and he gets the break. Or loses the break. I'll swap in. Just get me a private plane to play there, RS. Yeah. There you go. I'd swap in, too. That'd be fun. That'd be a blast. Give Andy a bit of a break. There you go, RS. RS, Andy never taps out. Never. There you go. Queen, he is frustrated. Damn it. Oh, boy. Yep, Anderson. Yep, RS. There you go. Did Andy retire in a game before? I never remember it. I'm sure he did, but he's probably close to the Federer way of never, ever giving up in a match. Anthony, you're fun. I like listening to you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for joining in as well. Lexi, sucker. Damn it, Andy. It's 1-0 for the Argentine. This is going to be a long way back for Andy here. Etcheverry likely to play Runa in the next round if Runa can get past Baez, but we'll see. Or it's an all-Argentine battle in the round of 16, either way. Or I guess the quarterfinals. Would it be quarter? Is this... I believe that this is round of 16. Yes, round 16 match. So in the quarterfinals. Could be an all-Argentine quarterfinal. 15 left here for Etcheverry. First serve is a let. Already love. Andy hasn't tapped out, but he looks a bit tapped out. Andy looks tapped out. The Argentine serving at 30 love. Andy, please drink some Pedialyte. Yeah. He needs something. He needs something to get him going. Some coffee on the court. Drink some alcohol. Really, really get him woken up. 40 love. He needs something. He needs something. Some energy drink. Even pass him a small bottle of Gatorade. Get something in his system. 40 love. 1-0 and 40 love. Needs to get something going. Forehand return. I mean, Andy just smashes the return back. That was an absolute go for broke shot, Basilashvili style. Perfect return. 40-15. 1-0. Backhand. The forehand. Etcheverry. Backhand of Andy. Comes to net. Backhand to the forehand volley. That's too good. 40-30. Murray's still sticking with it. Murray in trouble. Come on, Muzza. Yeah, let's go, Muzza. Let's go, Murray. Let's go, Murray. Absolutely. Oh, he's Argentinian. I only like Cirindolo. Lexi, you don't like Schwartzman? Diego's the GOAT. Lexi, you got to get on the Schwartzman wagon. Schwartzman's been one of my favorite players. I also like Del Potro is one of my favorite players back in the day as well. Forehand from Etcheverry into the forehand of Murray. Forehand Etcheverry. Forehand of Murray. Backhand to the backhand of Murray. Backhand to backhand rally. Backhand down the line from Etcheverry. Forehand. This is a big point for Murray. Forehand down the line. Backhand of Murray. How much is he going to give to this rally? That's out. 40 love turns to deuce. Both the first two games, right? Yeah, both of the first two games had a 40 love lead turn to deuce. It's just the style of this match so far. Yeah, he's an Argentine. I mean, I read up about Etcheverry after the French Open. This is a guy that a lot of Argentine players have been waiting to kind of break through. He really broke through this season. Cirindolo was saying that he thinks that Etcheverry is very good, that he's going to break through. Forehand return well long from Murray. Good serve from Etcheverry. Advantage to Thomas Martin. Serve out wide, back and return. Forehand swing volley is put away from Etcheverry. 2-0. That was solid stuff from Etcheverry to close it out. That could have gotten tricky. 2 solid points, quick points. 2-0. Chelsea. Yeah, there's other stuff in the sporting world going on as well. I think some people are going to tap out if Murray keeps losing here. Let's see what Murray can do, though. 0-2. Murray serve. Backhand to the backhand. Murray's kind of going for broke. I mean, he made that was a perfect backhand cross court, but that could have just as well been out. Like, that could have just as well been miles out. He kind of went for broke. It's 15 love. Murray's going to be finishing these points off much quicker. First serve in the net. Serve out wide, back in Etcheverry into the forehand. Murray forehand Etcheverry. That goes out, 30 love. Murray's got to stay out, keep this out to be at least one break. 2 breaks, it's done. He's got to keep this to be at least 1 break. Forehand squash shot from Etcheverry. Good shot on the full slide backhand. The backhand drop shot of Murray. What a shot. The athleticism of Etcheverry was on display, but so were the hands of Andy. 40 love. 40 love to at least stay close at 2-1. Yeah, Anthony just say he supports LZ. I didn't say anything. RS, you are putting words in my mouth. I didn't say anything. I didn't say one team or another. You're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say anything. I don't watch football that much, aside from when it's World Cup. I'm not a football watcher like that. I'm more into basketball. Basketball is my kind of domain. Baseball, football, American football, or English football. Don't watch it that often, honestly. Basketball, volleyball, paddle, tennis. That's kind of where I rock. So I mean, I watch English football, soccer, whatever football sometimes, but I have to really care about a team, and I usually care the most during like World Cup. But during those moments, I get like real excited. So that's kind of what that is. I'm more into like basketball. That's my thing. Shiloh, Jesus, that's Faison, the owner of the channel. Yeah, there you go, Lexi. Yeah, he's a Chelsea fan too. Yeah, Faison, Faison in the chat. He's a bit of a Chelsea fan, I think. Come on, Andy, bring on the winning Wimbledon mode. There you go. Sheila will watch anything I can bet on. Yeah, that's fine too. That's cool too. That was a mistake. Yep. 2-1. 2-1 here. Andy is playing ridiculous by not taking the break points in the second set. Yes, he had 4 break points. That's true. In the 4-2 game, he let them go. And I think Andy at 4-1 though could have tapped in a little bit, put his focus, his energy on this third set. Because listen, it's a bit of a long shot with Etcheverry up 4-1. I think 15-40 on Andy's serve, 15-30 on Andy's serve. It was a bit of a long shot that Andy was going to come back in that set. I felt like he should have tapped in a little bit and kind of put his energy in the third set. All right, guys, I'll be back in 1 second. I'll be back for the rest of the set. Forehand from Etcheverry to the backhand of Murray, backhand Murray, the backhand of Etcheverry, backhand Murray, backhand of Etcheverry, backhand slice, the forehand of Etcheverry, backhand, the backhand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray, the forehand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray, the forehand of Etcheverry. That's huge from Etcheverry. 15 love. Big shot. Big shot. Chat want to trick him. Too slow, guys. I'm already back. Can't trick me. I'm already back. I wish you did, though. That would have been funny. 15 love. I got a fun question for the chat. I want to ask a fun question to the chat. I know it's a bit of a ridiculous question, but I think it's fun. I got kind of 2 questions. Next 2 majors coming up in 2024. Australian Open, French Open. Who's winning them? Let me know in the chat. Australian Open and French Open. Australian Open and Roland Garros. 2024. I know a lot of people are going to have one name in mind, especially for Australia. I'm going to say already, I don't think Djokovic is winning the French Open. I think likely he might win Australia. But let me know. Who do you think's winning Australian Open and French Open next year? It's almost impossible to say right now, but I think that makes it fun. Let me know in the chat. I want to see different answers too. I mean, you can say a random name. You can say Martin Etcheverry for French Open. I don't care. I just want to see names in chat. Serve down blind, forehand from Etcheverry to the forehand. Murray, forehand, Etcheverry. Down the line, backhand slice from Murray, backhand drop shot. Murray runs with the forehand. I mean, that's been on fire all day, 30 all. Murray's getting close. Let me know, guys. 30 all for Murray. Condol, let's go. Yes. Murray, let's go, Murray. Let's find his way back there. Let me know in chat. Andy Murray's a big boxing fan. I was privileged. Oh, that's another sport. I like UFC, not boxing as much, but UFC is a sport I like to watch occasionally. I was privileged to share a stadium with him during a Scott Harrison fight. He needs to channel his own inner pugilistic spirit. Yeah, Murray's great. He seems like a good guy. Forehand, swing volley. Murray's there. Ooh, slice gets completely away from him. Murray went for too much there. If he just blocked it back, Murray's laughing because he actually got there with plenty of time. Etcheverry didn't really do enough with the swinging volley. Too much air on it. Murray was there and tried for this ridiculous shot. He tried for a 1 in 1,000 shot there. 40-30. Serve, Etcheverry down the tee, backhand Etcheverry into the backhand of Murray, forehand of Etcheverry, the backhand of Murray, backhand Etcheverry, the backhand of Murray, that's big, backhand of Etcheverry, hits the tape, it goes over. Why did Murray hit a backhand? Once comes the net, forehand volley, forehand Etcheverry runs, flick, it's out, deuce. You can tell I'm getting a bit invested in the match, deuce. I am a bit of a Murray fan. Let me know. Did the chat answer my calls? All right, let me know. I see some questions. I see some answers in the chat. I like to see it. Let me know. Who's winning Australian Open next year and who's winning the French Open? Let me know. Just put names in the chat. I want to see some answers. I'll read them out. Deuce here, 2-1. Before I look at the chat, I'll give some answers of my own as well. I'm going to go Djokovic for Australian Open. I know that much. I'm going to go Alcaraz for French Open. I know those are really simple answers. I don't think it's going to be that simple for US Open and Wimbledon. I kind of like Medvedev to get revenge and win next year's US Open. I think Wimbledon could be pretty crazy. I don't think Alcaraz or Djokovic are winning Wimbledon. That's my kind of prediction on Wimbledon. But anyway, let me know about Australian and French Open. For me, I go Djokovic and Alcaraz. That goes out for Murray. Advantage to Etcheverry. I reckon even like a guy like Jannik Sinner might have a chance at Wimbledon. But we'll see. Djokovic, I know, will be coming with vengeance as he always does. So we'll see. But I think some wild card might win Wimbledon. Hurkacz comes out of the fray and wins Wimbledon. Who knows? If anybody joined the live chat from different QualityShot commentaries that we did after the U.S. Open, I said Fritz might have a shot at Wimbledon. I don't know what's going to happen at Wimbledon. I think Wimbledon next year might be crazy. We'll see, though. Backhand slice, the forehand of Etcheverry, the forehand of Etcheverry down the line, backhand Murray to the forehand of Etcheverry, forehand Murray, the forehand of Etcheverry, forehand of Murray. That's in the top, then tape, 3-1. Murray throws his racket. I don't blame him. I don't blame Murray and his frustration. All right, let's see. All right, let me look, guys, what you guys said in the chat. Here we go. RS19, Australian Medvedev, I'd love to see it. French Open Nadal, dude, I would be so excited, RS, if that happens. Aussie Medvedev, French Open Tsitsipas. I'm loving the answers, Robert. That's a good one. Tsitsipas winning a French Open would be exciting. The best I've ever seen for Tsitsipas play, Roland Garros 2021. How he was dictating with the forehand, a great cat and mouse all over the court. His talent really coming to play at the French Open where he has so much time on his backhand, on his forehand. They can also serve quite well. He could do well at a French Open one year. I think similar about Casper Ruud and Tsitsipas. I don't think they're going to ever beat Alcaraz at the French Open. But I think one year, if they're lucky enough, they could pull a really good run at the French Open. I kind of think similar about both of them. Both of them have already reached a French Open final and lost to Djokovic. Forehand from Etcheverry into the backhand of Murray. It goes out from Etcheverry into the net. Etcheverry knows it right away. 15 love, turns his back. All right, let's see what else we got. Those are two great answers so far. Medvedev, Australian, French Nadal, also Australian Medvedev, French Tsitsipas. Shelton winning one. Kendall, I completely disagree. I don't think, to be honest, I don't think Shelton is gonna pick up as fast as a lot of people think he is going to. But we'll see. That's why I like this. I like that you said that, though. I like having differing opinions. Because Ben Shelton, he is playing crazy. But to be honest, if I'm giving my honest opinion, I do completely disagree. I think his results are not gonna keep at quite the pace that they are at the moment. But we'll see. He is looking like he's gonna be a top 10 player. Clearly, we'll see when that happens. So frustrating when Andy hits slices and hope his opponents making the errors. Yeah, too passive. World Series, Texas Rangers. There you go. These slams are hard to call. Let's see what else y'all got. Algaz's my ride or die. Rublev is my boy. He's the best. I like both these guys. Two great sportsmen. Rublev and Alcaraz, two huge hitters with the forehand. Alcaraz and Rublev, by the way, have never played a main tour match. They're good friends. They've never played on the ATP tour. That's got to be one of the weirdest rivalries that's never played. Alcaraz and Rublev both have been in the top 5. Both have been top 10 players the last 3 years, top 5 players for a while. They've never played each other. Two booming forehands. But yeah, I like both those guys too. Two of my favorite personalities for sure. Let's see. Australian Open, Kyrgios, Roland Garros, Tsitsipas. I love these differing answers. I don't know if it's because people don't want to say Novak, but you never know. Novak had a hell of a season. Sometimes you have a hell of a season, then you kind of have a dip. It's like Djokovic 2015 to 2016. He won 4 straight majors. Then where was he for 2016, 2017? He was kind of not there. So there you go. Zverev Australian Open, Carlos French Open. There you go. I think Carlos at the French is a really solid answer. I almost would be almost surprised if Carlos doesn't reach the French Open final, to be honest. If not even win it. I have a great feeling about Carlos at next year's French Open. I think he's looking for revenge after that Novak loss. I strongly feel the Carlos French Open win. These are some good answers, though. Anthony Tomic is going to win the Australian Open. I would love to see it more than anyone. Australian will be Norrie versus Medvedev. Goat Norrie versus Danielle. There you go. What was the question, Gene? Who's going to win Australian Open and French Open next year? Give more answers in the chat. We're seeing so many different answers. Somebody said Kyrgios. Somebody said Norrie's making the final. Somebody said Shelton's winning one. Somebody else said Medvedev. A bunch of people have said Medvedev wins Australian Open. I've barely seen Djokovic so far. Let me know, guys, in chat. Let's see some more answers in chat. Who's winning Australian Open and French next year? I was boring. I said Djokovic, Alcaraz. Djokovic for the Australian Open, French Open for Alcaraz. But I think Wimbledon, neither of them are going to win. I think Medvedev wins the U.S. Open. So that's kind of my predictions. I think Wimbledon is going to be like some wild card. Some weird wild card winner, honestly. Because grass is just unpredictable. And if Djokovic doesn't show up to his best, then never know. It's going to be tough to get over that loss against Alcaraz, but if somebody can do it, it's going to be Djokovic. It'll be tough. First serve is a let. Djokovic would also, if he wins Wimbledon next year, he'd also tie up Federer, which is just crazy. I mean, Federer to me is still the greatest grass courter of all time, in my opinion. I would say Djokovic on hard courts and Nadal on clay, and I'd say Federer on grass. And that's not just because that's cool, but that's genuinely my answers. And I think Djokovic, if you're counting in all 3, I think he's the best. Forehand down line is too good, but I still think Federer is the greatest Wimbledon player of all time. I mean, Federer nearly beat Djokovic. He was 1 point away from beating Djokovic at 38 years old. I mean, that's insane. I mean, what Djokovic has done the last few years is incredible, but I would still say Federer for me. 15 love, 3-2. Kendall, I think Fritz is going to implode. We'll see. RS, I'm in no way biased to British players. There you go. That's fine too. Backhand down line is massive for Murray, 15 all. I kind of have a feeling like Murray is looking a little bit less exhausted than he did. I've seen that before with Murray. Where he just kind of comes back out of nowhere. What's up, Nina? Good to have you in the chat as well. Watching on Facebook. We stream to Facebook as well. Ken, Nadal, bro. Okay. I mean, I don't know. People have differing opinions on Rafa. I think he's going to come back to a pretty good level if he does come back next year. I don't think he's going to win the French. That's my personal opinion, but I think he has to be the favorite at this point. I think if he's playing the French Open, he's got to be the favorite. The guy couldn't feel his feet last year, and he won. Nadal's getting foot injections, and he won the French Open. He won Roland Garros. So it's hard to bet against Nadal at Roland Garros, where he's only lost 34 sets over 20 years playing there. So, or not that long, I guess, but a long time playing there, 17, 18 years. He's only lost to 2 different players at that tournament over a long career. 30 all. 3 different losses. I know Zverev is wild. Answer, Anthony. Yeah, that one caught my eye, Gene. That one caught my eye, yeah. I don't know. You never know. I don't hate the answer. He reached the semifinals, had a close match against Djokovic a few years ago. He is looking close to his best. He's playing really well at the moment. I think he's a contender for Vienna. 30 all. I think a lot of people will be looking for Paris. I think Zverev's going to put his all into Vienna. Backhand, drop shot from Murray's there in no time. Redrop was not a good decision. Forehand down the line. Why did Murray redrop? He was there with time. That he's going to come to regret that. Murray is smiling because he's not smiling because he's happy. Terrible shot. He had so much time. He just had so much time to think about it. He could have hit with topspin over it, and he didn't disguise it well. It was obvious he was going to play a drop shot for about 3 miles before he even got there. What was Andy doing? 3-2, 40-30. My God. I hope Andy at least gets it back to deuce now, because that was sad, honestly. We're almost at 3 hours played, by the way, unsurprisingly. We're going to be at 3 hours by the end of the match. 2 hours and 56. Forehand to the backhand. Etcheverry, backhand Murray. The forehand. Etcheverry, backhand Murray. The backhand of Etcheverry. Forehand Murray. That's in the net. 4-2. And he throws his racket once again. I can't blame him for a second. Abysmal shot decision at 3-2, 30 all. Not even good disguise on the dropper. Not like an Alcaraz kind of drop shot that one was. And Etcheverry is one of the quickest guys, one of the quicker guys, and one of the better athletes. He's going to get there in no time. 4-2. By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Don't forget to like the stream. If you guys are enjoying it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. My name's Anthony Hirsch. I have a YouTube channel as well, the Tennis Commentary Booth. If you want to check that out, the Tennis Commentary Booth, I put the link in the chat as well. And also on Instagram, Tennis Commentary Booth, and on Twitter, Commentary Booth. The Tennis Commentary Booth on YouTube. It's an ace from Murray down the tee, 15 love. And also, by the way, I also do a podcast with Eliza Westcott, another good tennis analyst. She's that podcast comes out on Tuesday mornings. We just put out our 9th podcast for Tennis 360. So make sure to check that out. I mean, the title says Ben Shelton, but we talk about a lot of different stuff. And the Shelton conversation is pretty interesting as well. But yeah, you can check that out on the video section for QualityShot Tennis. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more podcasts and live streams. I'll try to be here for more Vienna and Basel live streams as well. Murray again throwing his racket 15 all. Murray is not happy one bit. Murray is not happy one bit. Education, stop ignoring me. Wasn't trying to. Dennis Kudla, French Open. Benoit Paire, U.S. Open. I would love to see it. Dennis Kudla. I haven't heard that name in years. That's a name I haven't heard in years. I'm a diehard Djokovic fan. I want him to equal Federer's record at Wimbledon, Anthony. Okay, Gene. I'm a diehard Federer fan, and I do not want him to equal Djokovic's record. So we have caught ourselves at a standstill. I do like Djokovic, though. I'm a fan of both guys. Whatever Djokovic does, he does. So I guess I'm not rooting against him. So what happens, happens. But I'm rooting for Federer to keep his record, I guess, because I do think he's the better Wimbledon player. I do think he's the better Wimbledon player. When they played in 2012, when Federer was closer to his best and Djokovic was at his best, Federer did win that match. You could say that in 2015, especially with what Djokovic has showed, Federer should have been more at his best, and that should be a match that counts equally, and that's a decent argument. But I just think that Federer had to play against such good grass quarters throughout his career. Well, it's a forehand down line. Had to beat Nadal twice for his Wimbledon title, including other players who play great on grass courts. And I think that Federer barely ever losing sets at Wimbledon and how perfect his game is suited for grass courts. For me, Federer is the better grass courter, so I hope that he keeps the Wimbledon record. But listen, if Novak keeps winning, he keeps winning. And that's just what Novak does. Forehand hits the tape and goes over. Some luck for Murray's side, by the way. Another break point coming here for Etcheverry. 2 break points. 2 break points coming here for Thomas Martin. Fair enough, Anthony. I'm not going to dispute that. Yeah, fair enough. One record that will stay intact. Jimmy Connors' ATP titles record, 109. Yeah, I think so as well. A lot of those came on carpet courts, by the way. But yeah, Connors is interesting. I mean, if Novak wins 5 titles the next 2 years and then, say, wins 3 more titles either in 2026 and 2027, then I guess it's at least somewhat conceivable, but it's so unlikely, especially since Novak is going to be so pinpointed on trying for the majors. I don't even know if he's going to play till 2027 or 2026. So I don't think he's going to either. It seems almost certain he's going to reach at least 100 titles, which is also cool. Federer's at 103, so it'll be interesting to see if Novak gets that. If Novak reaches Roger at 103, then that would be crazy, because Roger won a lot of those. As good as Roger was, as amazingly winning as Roger was, Novak's won a lot of those in more in big titles than Roger has, to be honest. Just what the stats are. So be very impressive if Novak does that. I kind of don't think he's going to, on my best guess, but who knows? I'm not counting 109 out of the picture either. It's just very hard to say. It's going to be interesting to see, but Gene, he beat him in 2014, 2015, and 2019. That's true. Yeah, 2014 Wimbledon final as well. I forgot about that one. That one was an epic. All right, back to the match here. Advantage to Etcheverry. Yeah, I mean, Novak has it over Federer in their head-to-head in general as well, so it's hard to say. But for me, Roger wins on grass, if I had to pick one. First serve into the net. But they're both, I mean, Novak is all-time great on all three surfaces, so I just feel like Rogers should still have the grass. Serve kicked, forehand into the forehand of Murray, forehand into the forehand of Murray, backhand from Etcheverry into the forehand of Murray, forehand Etcheverry, hits the tape, goes over, forehand Murray, cross court, forehand squash shots in the net. Murray is surviving. Deuce. Murray is surviving deuce. All on the match here. Carlos is a fast learner. Yes. I was surprised when Carlos defeated Novak at Wimbledon. I'm not doubting Carlos. It was surprising that Carlos had little experience defeating Novak. Yeah, it was super surprising. That was one of the bigger upsets of the year, just because Novak hadn't lost on center court for 10 straight years. Yeah, Carlos doing it on grass courts in a tight five-setter was an awesome result for tennis, honestly. Yeah, nobody can doubt Carlos now. But yeah, Carlos learns quick. It's amazing. Very genuine guy. It takes a guy as genuine as Carlos to really be genuine with himself, be humble enough, and really just keep on learning. That's what Carlos has been able to do. Deuce, Murray serve. Kick serve to the backhand of Etcheverry, Murray forehand, the backhand of Etcheverry, Murray forehand. Inside out to the backhand of Etcheverry. Forehand, Murray into the backhand of Etcheverry. Forehand, Murray, the backhand of Etcheverry. Backhand, Murray, long rally down the line. Murray's got to win this point, though. Backhand slice, and he doesn't. It's advantage to Etcheverry. Murray looks like he wants to just take a nap. It's advantage to Etcheverry. 3 hours and 2 minutes played. Tall order for Murray to win this now. Gene, don't remind me. Yeah, Gene is a big Novak fan. Gene is a big Novak fan in the chat. OMG over 3 hours. 3 hours and 2 minutes played. Still heartbroken about that loss, though. I wish Carlos didn't have to deal with so much injuries. It just comes with the territory when you play with such a crazy physical game style. I hope it doesn't cause to be such a big factor, though. Backhand drop shot. Etcheverry runs. Forehand flick. That's in. Too good from Etcheverry with the speed, and it feels like it's all but over. Listen, Etcheverry is underrated. This guy is a great athlete. He has a good forehand, has a good backhand. He grinds out well. Great athlete. I mean, listen, Etcheverry is the real deal. I mean, he's proven that even off clay he can play well, but on clay next year, I'd watch out for him specifically. This guy's young too. He's like a Casper Ruud type. He's pretty young. He's 24 years old. This has been his breakout season. Before this year, he had 4 wins on the ATP Tour. This year, 27. 35 and 27 on the year if you count in challengers. So shout out to Etcheverry, but sad for Andy, who had a good win in his first round against Hoffman. I still want Andy to have one of those good runs at some tournament, whether that's next year or this year. I still am rooting for Andy to find a good run somewhere. We need it. We need it. As a tennis community, we need it. We need it. Yes, actually, I celebrate 3 birthdays during this match. Robert, it's so long. Every Murray match. Damn well, Etcheverry is a good player. Yes. Murray's done as a top-level player. Yeah, I mean, he's never going to reach the heights that he once did, but question, why is Murray still playing? Because he loves to play. You only live once. Murray loves to play. He keeps playing. The fans love watching him. He keeps playing. Murray keeps playing because he loves to play. Murray keeps playing because he can pull off amazing epics like against Kakanakis at the Australian Open, like against Tsitsipas at Wimbledon. because he's a marathon man. And if he keeps playing at the level that he found during the grass courts, where he won a couple of challenger titles, where he reached the final of Doha, played a really good match in the final against Medvedev, tight match there in straight sets, he can still play good. Won a couple of challengers, was playing really well on the grass courts, lost a tight one to Tsitsipas. If he won that match, he would have likely gone to the round of 16 or the quarterfinals of Wimbledon. He can still play well. I'm rooting for Murray to have a good run, but he still plays because he's a special type of player. Because he was all-time. He's an all-time player. 75% win percentage at his best, almost always reaching semifinals, finals. The guy's around because people love to watch him. He loves to play. 15 love. And I expect that if he keeps going, he will have a good run down the road. But when Murray beat Berrettini and then beat Kokkinakis at the Australian Open, very few people are asking why is Murray still playing. So we just got to wait for moments like that. But Murray is a special kind of player. I'm happy he's still around. I was a big fan of Murray back in the day. He's only grown respect from me. The fact that he's still playing, fighting at 36 with a metal hip. But it is sad. So hopefully he has a good run down the road. But that's how I'd answer that question. He's playing because he loves to play. And that's what fans like to watch too. Second serve here from Etcheverry. Serve. Etcheverry into the forehand. Murray. Backhand of Etcheverry. Backhand Murray down the line. It's a winner. 30-15. Stephen Ashley Anthony was clean shaven before the start of this match. That's true. When will Murray retire though? His longevity is insane. Yeah, I said it earlier in the stream. I think it's going to be at Wimbledon. The question is 2024 or 2025. He could do it at the Olympics. He's won the Olympics twice. Next year playing for GB. I don't know. Big backhand pass from Etcheverry. 15. I mean, listen, these are two probably of the you don't know them in person, but these seem like two of the more genuine, nice guys on tour. Etcheverry is a great young player, or on the younger side. He can get to the quarterfinals. Listen, the way he's playing, he's taken out Korda. He's about to take out Andy Murray. I would almost favor him or have an eye on him going into a Runa match or against Baez in the next round. Let's see what happens. Serve out wide, forehand return. Andy Etcheverry forehand might be too good. Backhand pass. What a pass from Andy to save match point. I mean, listen, Andy was saving match points. He's been saving match points all season. It's a tall order now. The tall order for Andy Murray. That was a beauty. I don't know if it deserves to be on Tennis TV. The guy's about to lose 6-2 in the third set, but listen, if he hit that shot to win the match, that'd be all over Tennis TV. That was a crazy shot. Anyway, match point number 2 here for Thomas Martin. Throw down line's too good. Etcheverry through. Murray is out in 3 sets. Takes the first set in a tiebreak. Then loses the next 2 sets. That's a reverse of what happened in Indian Wells. Indian Wells, Etcheverry won the first set in a tiebreaker, then lost the next 2 sets pretty comfortably. The reverse happens here in Basel, and Etcheverry is going to play likely Holger Rune in the quarterfinals. Although another good Argentine and another good clay quarter, Sebastian Baez, could be there as well. This was a fun stream. Always love to watch Murray. I hope he has a good run. Maybe in Paris or somewhere down the road. But I appreciate everybody who joined in. The chat was crazy today. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. But, yeah, thank you, everybody. I've been Anthony Hirsch with QualityShot Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video as well. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, Max. Thanks, Lexi. Thanks, Mike. I can't say thanks to everybody in here, but this was one of my favorite streams, probably. I had a blast. Yeah, thank you, Max. Thank you, Lexi. All right, see you later. Vamos Etcheverry. Congrats to Etcheverry, Max. Yep. Congrats to Etch's catch and good job to Old Man Murray. Still enjoy his matches. Kudos, Anthony. Damn, I need to go talk to my friends about this insane match. Yeah, it was a crazy match, crazy rallies. I mean, how long was it? 3 hours and 10 minutes? I mean, Murray cannot, even when he loses, he always goes over 3 hours. GG Etcheverry. Yep, that's it, Robert. All right, thank you guys for watching. It was 6-7, 6-3, 6-2 for Etcheverry. Great backhands from Etcheverry. Great athlete. And it was all on display. Enjoyed you. Thanks, Mikes. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, The Tennis Commentary Booth. If you want to check it out, everybody, please check out the Tennis 360 podcast that came out this week. Hope you guys check it out. Hope you guys tune in for the next streams. I'll be doing more streams for Vienna and Basel, even though it won't be a Murray stream. And, yeah, I'm out of here. It was Etcheverry winning. Etcheverry played really well. It was Etcheverry winning in 3 sets in 3 hours and 9 minutes. And see you guys in the next one. It could be Etcheverry versus Runa in the quarterfinals of Basel.